A ver, los Malkavian son un clan bastante mental. Carisma siempre viene bien, al menos para empezar. Y de aquí voy a elegir probablemente percepción para empezar con un poquito de puntos en pistolas. Y de aquí supongo que de cierta forma agallas. Me podría seguir poniéndome en percepción, pero yo creo que es too much. Agallas, yo creo. Vale, en talentos, de esta barra de talentos, como vamos a ir, como siempre, de carisma probablemente para hacernos la vida más fácil. No creo que pille ni intimidación ni pelea, porque vamos a ir con armas de fuego. Subterfugio, probablemente seducción al 2 estaría bien. Creo que esquivar ahora mismo tampoco me desvivo por él. Así que vamos a ir subiendo nuestras habilidades sociales lo máximo que podamos. Aquí obviamente uno de firearms y probablemente uno de seguridad, porque como tenemos ofuscación no me voy a invertir tanto en sigilo. Tenemos ahí buena onda. Conocimientos. A ver, de conocimientos quizá lo mejor es Scholarship para tener más persuasión. Computers. A ver, es que Computers es un poco ambiguo porque si te sabes las contraseñas no te hace mucha falta. Y bueno, si bien no me acuerdo de todas, creo que para el early estoy bastante confiado en poder conseguir alguna que otra. Además tenemos Auspex, que creo que esto subía percepción. Con lo cual, ¿puede ser que el hacking también se viera afectado por percepción con Auspex? Me quiere sonar que sí. Me quiere sonar que sí. Hacking con wits. Y sí, esto aumentaba wits, ¿no? Sí, un punto a wits y un punto a percepción, así que sí. Vale, pues ese otro punto que queda, probablemente investigación, no creo, porque los libros del principio tampoco son tan wow, tan incredible, así que vamos a pillar aquí un... Ah, no, espérate, research es el que afectaba con los libros, vale, entonces sí. Scholarship, vamos con... Tremenda Rachel. ¿Me falta algo? Ah, coño, la disciplina. Auspex, dementación o ofuscación. A ver. En early yo creo que ofuscación nivel 2. Por aquello de poder movernos, porque si no, no podemos ni siquiera movernos. Y luego ir subiendo a lo mejor Auspex. Así que venga, ofuscar nivel 2. Dale ahí. Te viene... Este juego me lo he pasado como 40 veces ya. Maravilla. Siempre me hace muy feliz.
I want to show you something.
Por cierto, estamos jugando con el parche no oficial. Para añadir más cosillas, contenido y demás. ¿Qué ha pasado? Buena. GG, créditos.
Good evening. My fellow kindred, my apologies for disrupting any business or interfering with prior engagements you may have had this evening. It's unfortunate that the affair that gathers us together tonight is a troubling one. We are here because the laws that bind our society, the laws that are the fabric of our existence, have been broken. As Prince, I am within my rights to grant or deny the kindred of this city the privilege of siring. Many of you have come to me seeking permission, and I have endorsed some of these requests. However, the accused that sits before you tonight was not refused permission. Indeed, my permission was never sought at all. They were caught shortly after the embrace of this child. It pains me to announce the sentence, as, up to tonight, I considered the accused a loyal and upstanding member of our organization. But as some of you may know, the penalty for this transgression is death. Know that I am no more adjudicator than I am a servant to the law that governs us all.
Claro que sí,
Let
dilo.
tonight's proceedings serve as a reminder to our community that we must adhere to the code that binds our society, lest we endanger all of our blood. Forgive me.
Claro que sí, la Croix.
Let the penalty commence. Which leads to the fate of the ill-begotten progeny. Without a sire, most children are doomed to walk the earth never knowing their place, their responsibility, and most importantly, the laws they must obey. Therefore, I have decided that...
This is bullshit! All I'm saying is that he better not do it.
If Mr. Rodriguez would let me finish. I have decided to let this kindred live. They shall be instructed in the ways of our kind and be granted the same rights. Let no one say I am unsympathetic to the plights and causes of this community. I thank you all for attending these proceedings, and I hope their significance is not lost.
Es que a mí me sorprende igualmente que los anarquistas se tuvieran invitados a esta ceremonia por algún motivo. Que no es normal, no es lo habitual. Viéndolo en perspectiva, pero bueno, supongo que como las tensiones están ahí, querían realizar algún tipo de cosa social.
Tragic. My apologies. But you
Estaríamos
see,
muertos
there is
de
a
no ser
strict
por
code of
la intervención de
conduct that all of
Nines.
us must adhere to if we wish to survive. When anyone breaks these laws, they undermine the well-worn fabric of our centuries-old society. Understand my predicament. Allowing you to live makes me directly responsible for your subsequent behavior. So, what I'm offering is not generosity, but the opportunity to transcend the fate woven by your sire. This is your trial. You will be brought to Santa Monica. There you will meet an agent by the name of Mercurio. He will provide the details of your labor. I've shown you great clemency. Prove it was more than a wasted gesture, fledgling. Don't come back until you do. Good evening.
Pues nada. Así es como empiezan nuestro periplo por el mundo de Vampiro la Mascarada. Vamos a guardar ya directamente porque prefiero tener aquí... qué bien. Playthrough. Cosas a tener en cuenta de este playthrough. Nuestro personaje, nuestra querida Malkavian, está bastante loca. Y en consecuencia los diálogos van a estar completamente cambiados para este personaje.
What a scene, man. Hoo-wee. Then they just plop you out here like a naked baby in the woods. How about that? Look, it's probably a lot for you to take in, so why don't you let me show you the ropes? What do you say?
Es la misión tutorial que vamos a hacer porque recibimos la ganzúa de forma gratuita. The Reign of Ages plot again to wash away Revelation.
What? Oh, man. And you're a goddamn Malkavian, too. Wow. You really are fucked.
Who is this dark demon I see before me?
I'm Jack. What's important is I'm offering help. You make it back from Santa Monica with your hide and we'll trade life stories, okay? Till then, I got about this much time. You in or out?
I shall undertake your dark tutelage.
All right. Why don't we, step out back here?
Let's leave the theater of horrors behind.
Christ, it's stuffy in there, huh? This is much better. Now, we ain't got much time, but I figure somebody should fill you in on the bare bones stuff at least, Could save your hide. You look wobbly. You even had a drink yet?
About what beverage do you babble?
Oh, man, we're popping a cherry here. Oh, you're gonna love this. All right, check it out. Blood, it's your new rack of lamb, your new champagne. Blood's your new fucking heroin, kid. Get ready, though, because, hey, it's never as sweet as the first time.
Sweet like a prom date?
Well, down around the corner there, I saw this human. Poor SOB can't find his car.
How do I do this dread deed?
All right. You go down there, casual, right? You creep up on him, then bare those little fangs and feed. Don't worry if you weren't captain of the wrestling team or something, because it'll come so naturally you think you've done it 1,000 times already.
Will he then carry this curse in his veins?
Forget that comic book crap, kid. It don't work that way. Now go for it. Be sure, though, and this is important, so listen up. Be sure not to drain him dry, okay? It might be hard to resist, but don't kill him.
I go to drain the luscious liquid. Vale, perfecto. Pues tenemos que ir a darle un pequeño ñasco al señor este que está por aquí atrás. Tutorial de que básicamente alimentarnos nos da... ¡Dale! Nos sube el nivel de sangre que tenemos a la derecha, que es lo que vamos a usar como reserva de puntos para usar nuestras habilidades. Ahora tenemos la barra llena, podemos dejarlo vivir, que es básicamente pulsando la F y pulsándola de nuevo para soltar a la víctima. Y ahora tenemos de vuelta con Jack.
Ah, yeah. Hell yeah, you're feeling it. I can see it in your eyes. You're a born-again predator. Feeling that blood bubbling inside you, lifting you up. That's it, kid. That's what it's all about right there.
So spooky. And when do I get the when do I choose the color of my cape?
All right, now, you got the blood, you're feeling all kick-ass, feeling better than your best day living, but wait, it gets better. All kindred, that's our word for vampire. All kindred have a few things in common. Things that set them right square above humans on the food chain.
Tell me this tale.
Like sharper senses, a body that can take a beating, and if you play your cards right, eternal life. That's no sure bet, but still, a chance at immortality's not a bad deal. And that's just for starters. Fringe benefits for joining the club.
A lo largo del tiempo se ha definido este concepto mucho más al respecto de lo que significa realmente para un vampiro vivir tanto tiempo, pero en esencia lo que dice es totalmente cierto. My lifeline will go on forever.
Well, you can still be destroyed, but forget the books and the movies. Garlic, it's worthless. A cross? Pfft, shove it right up their ass. A stake? Only if it catches you in the heart, and then it just paralyzes you. Running water? That's no problem. I bathe. Occasionally. Now, a shotgun blast to the head. Oh, that's trouble, boy. Fire? That's real trouble. Sunlight? Well, you catch a sunrise and it's all over, kiddo. Get it?
Like a bad sunburn.
Okay, now. The fuck is this? Look, you get inside here and head upstairs. We'll meet up in a bit. I'm just gonna go see what the ruckus is.
I'm going in. Tutorial. Saltar. Y aquí tenemos nuestra ganzúa gratis por hacer el tutorial. Es el único motivo por el cual realmente merece la pena hacer el tutorial. Por no tener que comprarla luego. Y te desentiendes totalmente.
Sabbat, Christ, I was hoping to spare you this shit till later. The Sabbat, well, they're mostly mindless, bloodthirsty assholes. That's all you need to know for now, alright?
Where does this path lead?
The Sabbat got wind of the gathering here, so they figured they'd raise a little hell and put a little heat on the new prince.
Tell me of the Jester Prince.
No time for political rundown. Job one, get out of here alive. Sabbat might be mindless, but they hit like a Mack truck, like raging savages. Nothing a fledgling like you wants to mess with.
If not the sword.
Shh, shh. Heads up. Back away.
Ese señor tenía el pulgar torcido, ¿no? Lo siguiente. Ese audio siempre se escucha súper alto, sorry. Pues se murió.
Dumb, frenzied Sabbat bastards. All right, we gotta vamoose out the back quick. I'll stay and keep a watch out. You get us into the office. The door's around the corner here.
I shall invade this orifice. Totalmente un tremendo innuendo. Creo que tengo puntuación suficiente o me va a hacer usar el Blood Buff. Vale, bien. Es 1, así que ni tan mal.
Shortcut. Well, nicely done, though. Not exactly an angel in life, were you?
My halo is terribly tarnished.
Cool. Now, if you want a
Tarnished.
lesson on how really not to act, take notes from those Sabbat assholes. You're a big bad vampire. Yeah, great, congrats. Now keep it to yourself. You go roar and you beat your chest, and that's what you can expect.
Why need we hide our nature?
It's the same reason you don't let humans see you feeding. It's why the wolf doesn't want the sheep to know he's there. It's also why you don't go juggling dumpsters or outrun the 815 from Sacramento, and it's why you didn't know any of this when you woke up this morning.
My eyes are beginning to open.
Keep our secret secret, and you make things easier on all of us. We're living in the age of cell phone cameras. Fuck-ups ain't tolerated. Makes sense enough, right? Well, it ain't a casual thing for a fledgling like you.
My mind is beginning to cloud. Shine a light and explain.
That party back there with the guy in the suit and the McGilla gorilla? The assholes that put your sire to death? That's the Camarilla. Ugh. They make a tidy business out of enforcing vampire laws like this one.
Ah!
All right, now don't worry, because I know the area a little. And you know what? I'm glad we're in this situation, you and I. It illustrates a point. You gotta utilize your surroundings.
Paint me a picture.
You do what you gotta do. Theft, destruction of property, breaking and entering. These will be the least of your sins before the night's out. So look around here. You gotta get out the back there through that magnetically sealed door. There must be a key someplace.
I shall seek this key. Vale, tenemos aquí un ordenador que tiene contraseña, que la contraseña la podemos aprender aquí. Bueno, que es Chop Shop, básicamente. Y hacemos un unlock y un quit. Y abrimos tremendísima caja. Ole.
There we go. Now take that key card and head out the back. I'll meet you out in the alley there. I'm gonna check out things from topside.
I will do this deed. No sé si aquí había algo más. En principio no. No debería. Pero con todo el tema de los parches, pues... ¡Oh, yeah! Hola, Grey, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes, noches, ya. ¿Cómo se encuentra, caballero? Empezando Vampiro la Mascarada, estamos. Con ganitas y con emoción. Nos han herido y tenemos ahora que curarnos. El tutorial de curar heridas, básicamente.
Fucking waste of unlife, these Sabbat vatos. You get winged? Hey, hey! Look at them potholes. Those will close up soon enough. Better feed, though. There's someone down the stairs here. It's not the freshest catch, but he'll do.
¿Qué clan pillaste? Malkavian. Tenemos los diálogos todos los diálogos van a estar cambiados porque estamos completamente locos. Así que vamos a ver frases como justamente esta de aquí. Does blood have vintage and bouquet?
Now, when it comes to feeding, it's quality blood you're looking for, not the quantity. Bums and lowlife don't pack the same punch that a healthy, well-bred human will. Juice bags with a pedigree. That's the good stuff. But you gotta take what you can get. You ever had a PhD, kid? Ooh, that's good stuff.
The thirsty rarely avoid an oasis.
Remember what I said, though. Don't kill them. At least not the innocent ones. You're a monster now. Make no mistake. One of the damned and the fallen. You need to hold on to every last shred of humanity you have.
What if I drain him dry?
An innocent's an innocent. You kill one, even a worthless bum, even by accident, and it's gonna cost you a piece of your own humanity. Bring you closer to that beast you got welling up inside you.
Yes, the dark beast coiled beneath the surface.
The beast, it's always there, waiting to take over. When it does, it's like a wild animal wearing your skin. Desperate, scared, reckless. He'll do anything to survive, and it's you that has to deal with the consequences.
What if a human tries to harm me?
I said innocent humans. If some asshole levels a 12 gauge your way, you drain him, skin him, and bash in his skull. Self-preservation is a vital part of humanity, after all. My favorite part, in fact.
Tremendo actor de doblaje de Bender, por cierto, de Futurama, en inglés. Drain, skin, bash, and dash.
The only way to fight the beast is to keep in touch with your humanity, and don't go hungry. It's a fine line.
Such line divide this world from the last.
All right, now go feed. Careful, though. He's gonna drain fast.
Ay, ay. Tremendo mordisco que le vamos a dar al señor. Aunque ya de la conversación nos hemos curado las heridas, pero este básicamente el tutorial es para que sepas que si bebes sangre, la vida te puedes curar
Not quite as good, huh? You can do
al
worse.
drenarla.
Some rats down the way. You think I'm kidding? You can survive feeding on animals if you can stomach that kind of thing. Ugh.
Ugh. This neck tasted like your breath smells.
Well, give it a try.
I need to flush the flannel from my fangs. Tenemos también la posibilidad de alimentarnos de ratas que no consumen humanidad, pero sí, básicamente es un morder una rata y nos da, creo que, un punto. Salvo si somos Nosferatu, que nos da 2 puntos de sangre. Very nice, pero como somos Malkavian, si hay necesidad lo haremos.
You rat sucker. Hey, I don't care what you do, but just so you know, polite vampire society looks down on that kind of thing.
Etiquette demands they pass the salt for my rodent feast.
Keep it down. Got someone around the way here.
Only one?
Not too much of a threat by himself, but you never know if there's more in shouting range. You're gonna have to sneak past.
Where shall I sneak?
The building across from us with the garage door. There's some double doors on the far side. I'll meet you inside. Just stay low and stick to the shadows. And don't let him see you.
Now you see me, then you don't.
Alright, go.
Tenemos aquí tutorial de sigilo. Que pulsando el control, pues nos agazapamos. Y caminando como si tuviéramos que ir al baño muy urgentemente, evitaremos que nos... Vamos a esperar por aquí a que el personaje tenga esa explosión, se pire. Y ahora podemos pasar sin problemas.
Keep it quiet. They're inside here. Seems that shovelhead outside just got separated from his pack. He's wounded too. Go take care of him. Don't worry. He's probably greener than you.
How can you see his shade from here?
The Sabbat, you see, they don't have the most rigorous training program. In fact, that poor sod is lucky if he knows he's a vampire.
My own green paint is still fairly fresh.
He's probably just turned and beaten over the head. They like to do that, make shock troops, cannon fodder, put him out of his misery.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
He is a vampire, so be ready.
Vampire or no, he meets his maker.
Go get him.
Getting. A pegarse de piñas. Hala. No sé si es que en el parche lo han programado para que no pegue ese señor, pero se quedó un poco en babia.
That's that. Sounds like you got another pack moving in, though. The Sabbat are going all out. Better head underground, avoid straight bullets.
This plan is fine to me.
Alright, head down into the basement through the grate in there. Keep that tire iron handy. I'll be there in a minute.
I will not wait for you. Soluciones.
Just stay back.
Este señor está puesto por el parche no oficial. Esto no está en el contenido oficial.
You involved in all this? Because I'm gonna radio this in and SWAT will be all over this place.
Básicamente para que pruebes los diferentes tipos de conversaciones que hay. Si tu personaje es Ventru o Malkavian, creo que a veces también, no sé si en el parche los Tremene también lo tienen. Puedes usar tus puntos de sangre por tus habilidades de... En el caso de los Ventru es dominación, en el caso de los Malkavian es dementación, para usar tus poderes para influenciar la conversación, que es la frase en rojo. La frase en azul es persuasión, la frase en rosa es seducción y la amarilla es intimidación. En este caso, pues el personaje que estoy llevando yo va a ser persuasión probablemente, así que I did nothing, but the good guys will bring the bad guys down here.
No. Well, I left my radio in the Caprice anyway.
So can we go now?
Yeah, okay. All right. This way. This will lead us up to the warehouse. We can maybe sneak out that way.
Follow me not, if you want to live. Se puede matar por detrás si te acercas por la espalda. Maravilloso.
Not sure what's going on. Sounds like the Sabat's getting scattered. I'm gonna keep an ear to the ground. Be careful going forward here. Could be a whole mess of them holed up.
More fun then. Y ahora son las ciertas habilidades del personaje. Creo que necesitamos usar Blood Buff obligado para esto. Sí. Blood Buff básicamente te sube puntos a la fuerza, destreza y estamina. O sea, todo lo físico. Y si a lo mejor te falta algún punto en abrir cerraduras, como te sube destreza, puedes tirar por ahí. Pero un pequeño más 2. ¿Qué habilidad quería que el juego que yo usara? Ya no me... sí, a matarlo me va a obligar probablemente a usar la habilidad. ¿Cuál habilidad era? Auspex. Va. Que Auspex para cosas físicas, pues no mucho, pero bueno, ahí está. Nos marca el aura de las criaturas que vemos, así que podemos un poco ver a través de las paredes, creo. Jack tiene tremenda aura violeta.
I think they're clearing out. There's no need to go stirring up the hornet's nest till we know the score, though. Head through here. Come to an elevator around the way.
Allow our next encounter at the elevator.
Meet you there. Don't let them catch you.
I'll do the fishing. Aquí que tenemos ofuscar. Para pasar desapercibido. Y dementación para volver a esta gente un poco crazy. Podemos distraer a Peña con el... Pequeño calentamiento.
Fucking humans. Gangbangers protecting their turf. Oh, man. I'm here thinking it's Sabat moving up in here. It's the fucking locals about to take one for the hood.
Do we lick these locals?
They've probably seen too much. Here, take this 38. Fucking pea shooter, but a few shots in it will take down a human.
These kinds of peas are undoubtedly deadly.
Well, I'm gonna want it back, so don't go die and lose it. I don't use guns much. They're noisy, they're clumsy, practically useless against vampires, but still.
Y esa es la frase.
Times. And in modern day Los Angeles, That means coming strapped.
La frase esta que dice Jack de no, las armas son prácticamente inútiles contra los vampiros es que es la que determina el 90% de playthroughs de este juego, porque tú te piensas, entonces no merece la pena invertir en armas de fuego y tal. Para el final, que lo veremos en este playthrough, las armas de fuego hacen un huevo de daño. Muchísimo más que cualquier arma melee y mucho más rápido. Pero bueno. Firearms sound foolish and feeble.
Well, yeah, some are more lethal than others, of course. Watch out for those shotguns. Ouch, those things can smart, I tell you.
But make sure to bypass any boomsticks.
Head up and clear out what's left of them. Can't have them running their mouths about any of this. I'm gonna make sure there's no stragglers around outside.
I will do this deed. Tenemos tremenda pistola de mierda, por cierto. Porque el revólver sí que es una tremenda basura. Tenemos que dispararle a la botella porque si no, no nos deja subir, básicamente. Perfecto. ¡No! ¡No! Me niego, por favor, señor, dispáreme. Vale. Por si acaso me la pille.
That's it, kiddo. Just like that, and it's all over. Everyone slinks back to their corners of the city for the night.
Perfecto. Surely this blood drama continues.
Until the next night, when the Camarilla finds some way to strike back. Parry, dodge, spin, and all that, and so on, and so on, and so on.
These are the nightly battles of this ancient game.
Well, to be honest, you came at an interesting time, let's say. The Camarilla, the Sabat. Now, in LA, these are the new kids on the block. There's already plenty of kindred had stakes down in California long before them. Now, we got every ancient kindred rivalry playing out all over the city. Lot of tension out there. A lot of fear. A lot of jittery, high-strung predators clinging to their little pieces of eternity.
Hell is my eternal madness.
Oh, boy. Oh, I think they're looking for you outside. Guess you got a cab to catch. Was hoping to fill you in on a little bit more, but hell, you'll figure it all out.
Dreams will come during the day, but I will need the pea shooter.
If you make it back, stop in at the last round. I'll fill you in on the
Nos quedamos con la pistola. Básicamente.
That'll kill you.
Si básicamente, si matas al humano que está aquí con la pistola y dejas que le caiga al suelo, aunque no tengas la persuasión suficiente para pedirle a Jack que te quieres quedar con el revólver, puedes darle el revólver ese y luego venir a buscar el que está en el suelo, si no lo coges. Y tienes un revólver gratis. Pequeña triquiñuela. Tenemos 2 puntos de experiencia que podemos olvidarnos de implementar por ahora porque no merece la pena. Vamos a tener un personaje bastante min-maxeado probablemente, que es tradición. Pack de sangres. Aquí tenemos, si no me equivoco, la morfina. No, estrógenos, perdón, era eso. Y un reloj. Hey, the password for your computer is Sunrise. Keep the cash in the drawer. It's yours. I dropped you an email with my address. Come on over after you get settled. Mercurio. Nuestro colegazo. Coño de la madre. Vale. Email. Sonrise. 1. Mercurio will contact you when you arrive in Santa Monica. Waste no time in meeting with him. Penis enlargement. Watch the girls come running. Looking for that lazy-ass ex-husband who's late on his alimony payments? How about that jerk who knocked you up? Look no further. With Arthur Kilpatrick's amazing crime computer, you can find almost anyone with a record, and these days, that's just about everyone. So come on down to Arthur's Kilpatrick's bail bonds. If you got the dead beat, we got the technology to find him. And Mercury, hey, welcome to town. Come on over to my place once you get situated, and we'll talk about what you'll need to get the job done. I'm going to pick up my explosives right now, some astrolite. I should be back by the time you come over. I'm at 24th 24th, Main Street in number 4. Walk to the end of the alley in my building. And my building is next one on the right. The game begins. Pawn is moved. Quitamos. Tremendo. At your convenience, please come and visit me at my home in downtown. I leave you this guide to you. Dark blood, our curse, a light in this verse. Such power I sense in one so young. And find me where burns the mystical sun. Maximilian Strauss, Tremere Regent. M. Strauss, actually, but it is Maximilian.
Hello, LA. You're up way past your bedtime, aren't you? Hope
Salimos.
something comfortable. I know.
Salimos de paseo, que aquí ya... Coño, joder, con la sensibilidad del ratón. Carnival of Death. Gruesome remains found on the pier. Sonidos turbios llegando desde... Vete a saber dónde. Hello. Porque de aquí no, desde luego. En fin. ¡Salimos!
Hey, lady. You got some change, lady?
A ver si, hombre.
That's very nice. Thank you.
Hay un dólar. Para que te compres, no sé. Un chupachú o algo. ¿Ah? Huh. Ese tiene que ser Mercurio. Vale, pero espérate. Antes de llegar a Mercurio, tenemos que hacer un huevo de cosas aquí.
What time is it?
What strings pull you, stranger?
Nothing. No, nothing. Just waiting for a friend to get off work. He's a police officer. Old army buddy. He should be bringing his dog as well. It's a Rottweiler. Wonderful attack dogs, they are.
I seem to have lost the gold in my pot. Can you help me refill it?
Oh, I completely understand. Here, take a few bucks. Think nothing of it. I wouldn't be surprised if in this neighborhood you were pickpocketed. Anyhow, good evening, and do be careful.
Thanks. 20 pavos. Hey, ¿y esto? We're moving. Seymour's Coffee Shop will be moving to a new location on the main boulevard of Hollywood. Dear customers, please visit us there soon. Ok. No, al señor Mercurio podemos ir a verle un poquito más tarde. No corre ningún tipo de prisa. Entonces, el coche de Mercurio por el que llegó, probablemente. La sangre va hacia el edificio, así que sí. Hablamos con Nox.
Hey, how's it going, girl?
I seek the vault of gold.
Oh man, wait, say that again.
That wasn't me. It was one of the other voices in my head.
Oh man, you're a vampire, aren't you?
You're crazier than who I see in the mirror.
Come on, you are too. Oh man, don't bullshit me, girl. Just come clean. I ain't gonna tell no one. It's okay. I just want to talk.
That's straight words, golden boy.
Hell yeah! Oh man, I knew it. Oh jeez, I knew you were. I just could tell. Oh man, this is great. Then I saw your teeth, and I was like, damn, it was like I could just sense you. The name's Knox Harrington. Pleasure to meet you. Oh man.
Are you also a knight's child?
I'm a ghoul. I didn't know about any of this stuff until a couple of months ago, when this guy just appeared and, well, all of a sudden, BAM! Whoa, man! Vampires are real and right there in front of my eyes. Blew my goddamn mind.
Ah, loquísimo. Ghoulish is a ghoulish. Wait, what is a ghoul?
Well, the way it was explained to me, whenever a vampire lets a human drink some of their vampire blood, the human gains a little vampire power. Can heal up quick and that kind of stuff. Jeez, oh man. Then they're a ghoul and ooh, watch out.
What creatures spawn you, golden ghoul?
Oh man, I really wish I could tell you, but I don't think I'm supposed to. but it's really cool to be talking to you just, well, because I don't get a lot of chance to talk to vampires. Oh, man! Well, other than my master. So I thought I'd just say, you know, what's up? You know?
Are you a happy little golden rule?
It's awesome! Man, after that first taste of vampire blood, it's like the best drug. Oh, man, I'm telling you, it's like... Well, it didn't mess me up. Just made me feel like I was better at everything. I felt like a god just sucking on that nasty dude's wrist.
Nasty dude? What makes your life move today?
Look, I probably shouldn't tell you this.
Está la cámara un poquito desenfocada.
Well, hey! It's been great talking to you, man. But I better be going. Oh, man, you know, important stuff to do.
I have vacated the building.
It's not my problem.
Señor, por favor, no sea grosero. No tenemos que llegar a estas alturas. Ah, pero ese señor ya vendemos a hablar con él. Es un mercader, básicamente. No tiene ninguna misión que ahora mismo nos interese. Pero vamos a entrar en el hospital. Porque hay cositas que hacer ahí. Señora.
Please, wait your turn and you'll be seen.
My friend is in need of the gifts I come bearing.
All right, go on back.
Vale. Podemos entrar sin ningún tipo de problema. Y aquí está.
Please, get a doctor.
The broken will be mended.
My insides. It hurts so bad.
¿En serio este puto juego otra vez? Sí. Siempre. Todos los Halloweens. Todos los años.
Someone call my grandma, please.
Don't go before I rescue you, little morsel. Puta mierda. No es puta mierda, es una maravilla. Juegardo. ¿Qué tal, Day? ¿Cómo estás? Señora, por favor, ¿puede dejar de llorar? Taste my blood and be mine. Defraudado. Lo normal. Mi personaje que es azul. Literalmente azul. Your flesh mends.
You... Who are you? Oh, what did you do? What did you do to me?
The words would be a perilous poison. Farewell. Bye. Just passing through.
Just need some rest.
Cerramos la puerta a la señora. Por favor, arreglen esa luz. Vale. Mierda. ¿Cuánto lockpicking tengo? 2, vale, sí podríamos abrirlo, sin problema. Estoy que me muero de hambre. Pero antes de eso... tenemos que coger todas estas... esta morfina. Y los emails. Hay uno por aquí que puede ser muy jugoso, que creo... ¿Panacea era esto? Panacea, sí. Ok. Panacea tonight. Malcolm, are you free tonight? I thought you could swing by my apartment after your shift. You do still make house calls, don't you, Doctor? I have something that needs to be checked out. Paige. Think she's suspicious. Do I really have to ask twice? We don't have to do anything if you don't want, but I really do need some help studying for my anatomy test, please. Paige. Guess I'll see you around 5. Around 5. I'm really glad you finally decided to come over. Now, if you should want me to show my appreciation, you just have to ask. On your way home from Trina. Malcolm, do you think you'll be able to get a day off next week? My mother's coming into town on Thursday. I bought a new mattress and some new curtains for the guest room. And do you think you can pick up some donuts and orange juice on the way home from breakfast. Y con esta información... Por cierto, vamos a ir guardando la partida. Vamos a hablar con el Malcolm. Para decirle... Hostia, ¿por qué pusieron a esta señora aquí? Are you the doctor who likes to play doctor with his nurses?
Get out of here. Can't you see I'm with a patient?
Your malpracticings will interest your wife.
Are you trying to blackmail me? You don't know who my wife is. She wouldn't believe you. Now get out.
Perhaps Trina and Paige should trade doctor stories?
Wait now. What do you want?
75.
Deal. But I'm in the middle of something. I'll have to drop it off later. Now never speak to me about that again.
Drop the ring in your office for me to harvest later. Farewell.
We're getting no response.
Y ver si la señora no se enfada. Vamos a ver si podemos... Sí. Es que si tocas a la peña, al final se ponen enfadados. Ok. No sé si a lo mejor desde esta... Ay.
If I could only rest for
¡Ay! ¡Coño! Ahí se bugueó Fleje, además. Este es un juego sin fallas, como pueden comprobar.
Getting no response.
Ah, que viene todo el mundo a ver cómo esta señora se ríe. Bueno, tal vez no sea la opción más segura, así que vamos a dejarlo por ahí. Ah, qué putos que pusieron a esa señora ahí. Por algún motivo. Ok, pues... Eso nos da un punto de ordenadores porque tenemos lo suficiente nivel de research y podemos leer ese libro. Este era Lakers. Hey Danny, I could use a little help down here. Can you go up to the controlled substance for some morphine? I'm pretty busy right now. Thanks, F-Dog. No, it's not for my personal use, you bastard. I didn't know they were out upstairs. Maybe you can get some in Malcolm's office. By the way, your mother wears combat boots, F-Dog. Oh shit, that's cold. But I'll make sure to knock before I go in. I'd hate to catch him in the middle of a pelvic examination. And by the way, tell your mom to stop calling me F-Dog. Vale, estamos un poco en la mierda. Deberíamos tomar algo de sangre. ¿Podemos convencer a la señora de que queremos ir a la parte de arriba, por favor? Oh, ya no te habla, ya. ¿Qué dices? Pues nada, nos tenemos que dar un salto a ligar. Al club. Tenemos una pequeña conversación con... esta mujer, ¿cómo se llamó? Janet.
What do we have here? Another scrumptious young plaything straight out of life and into my club? You smell new, little girl, like fabric softener dew on freshly mowed astroturf. Oh, I'm not frightening you, am I, duckling?
I see before me a beauty who shares the madness of my mind.
What? Oh my, a Malkavian. This ought to be absolutely delicious. Two minds as crazy as ours, and who knows just what might happen.
Greetings, daughter of Janus.
Oh, but you've got it bad, little girl. Not sure exactly what is real and what isn't? Janus, let's see. Isn't that a two-faced Roman god? Of course, you're right. You just happened to meet the prettier face first.
You are the whiteness of the she of alabaster and ivory.
Wait until Therese hears that. I am white to her black. She'll be absolutely furious. Of course, I won't be wearing white to any weddings, but we could talk about that later.
Fear and love are two sides of the same coin.
I can tell you and I are going to get along just like fire hoses.
You mean we're both rolled up and twisted?
When we get turned on, there's bound to be flames.
Tell me your name.
I'm the finger down your spine when all the lights are out, and the name on all the men's room walls. When I pout, the whole world tries to make me smile, and everyone always wants to know who is that girl.
My heart beats like 1,000 primal drums. Give me the gift of your name.
I am Jeanette. And this bit of chaos crammed in a certifiable giggle is my club. I just love to give you funny feelings all night, sweetheart, but I really must trouble with some business. We'll reunite sweet and soon, I promise.
You make madness feel like my last sunrise. Espero que no me puto... Que es verdad que esta canción siempre la acaban baneando porque es copyrighted. Así que bueno, señora. Beauteous Angel, my dreams have invaded my reality.
If you were the last person on Earth, I'd reconsider.
¿Podemos subirme seducción? Sí. A lo mejor con eso ya podemos tener la conversación. Death is only as sweet as... death is only a sweet beginning, my lovely.
Ooh, that was an interesting thing to say. What are you, some kind of barroom philosopher? Or is that your idea of girl talk?
My idea of girl talk is my lips on your neck, sweetness.
I don't know. I'm not usually into girls.
But I'm so into you. Come here, let me tell you a dark little secret.
I love my dollies. You wanna come play with them?
Dollies like to be squeezed. Ahí estamos, un poquito mejor. Me falta tener un pequeño encuentro con la pelirroja. My world is stacked, but for the beauty that is you.
You think I'm really?
Yes, I think you are really. I must whisper into your neck. Come here. Discreto. Hala. Podemos desentendernos un rato. Y bien. Estamos con el tema de los... Entiendo. No entiendo, pero bueno. Es un buen susurro de las voces que escuchamos de vez en cuando. Pensando, a ver... Creo que Malcolm ya puede haber dejado el dinero, porque solamente hay que esperar en la pantalla de carga. O sea que en el parche no oficial, si a la señora ya no le pides la llave, ya no... dinero. Ya no te deja interactuar más con ella. Eso fue lo que pasó en el último playthrough que tuve también. Quizás debería recordar eso para futuras interacciones cuando volvamos a jugar. De acuerdo. El hospital por ahora hemos acabado. Podemos ir a hablar con Arturo. Arturo Kilpátrico. Tiene un par de misioncillas. Bail bonds.
I don't care. I need to find him so he can find him. It's 250 grand of my money on the line here. Look, I'll talk to you later, okay? Let me know if you hear anything about either. Hello there. How you been?
Greetings.
Welcome to Kilpatrick 24-hour bail bonds. My name's Arthur Kilpatrick. How can I help you?
Are you the keymaster?
Huh? Oh, I see what you're yapping about. Yeah, I guess you could call it that. Keymaster, huh? Might be worth trying. Arthur Kilpatrick, the Santa Monica Keymaster. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds kind of like a bad horror movie.
Do you alone hold the keys?
I gotta have a few other bondsmen to keep the place open 24 hours, plus a bounty hunter. I pull the graveyard shift because that's when all the crazy shit happens in Santa Monica.
Is the lady by the sea so deceased?
You mean Santa Monica? You sure got a strange way of saying things. This old burg has gone downhill in the past few years, if you ask me. Lots of shady types moving in, which ain't bad for business, you know what I mean?
The lady's beauty has faded.
Hell yeah, I ain't complaining. I'm in a good position to watch it all just slide right down the tubes, you know what I mean?
No. Do some try to slide down the tubes without paying for your keys?
You talking about bail jumpers? Yeah, as a matter of fact, we got plenty of those. That's why I got a bounty hunter for.
Hunting bounties sound exciting.
You betcha. I used to do some bounty hunting back in the day. Takes a good solid set of brass balls. Pardon the expression, Missy, but it takes balls to be a good bounty hunter.
Does your hunter have good balls of brass?
Yep, damn good. His name's Carson, and he's great at what he does when he wants to do it. I can't seem to find him now, though. He's pissing me off, to be honest. I need him to go find someone.
Maybe you need to find a different set of brass balls.
Well, I don't feel right cutting Carson loose just yet. We go way back. I knew his father, too. Tell you what, since I'm stuck here, why don't you go look for him? Just real quick. I'll pay you for your time.
I'll dig up this hunter of bounties.
Great, great. I suppose the first place you should look is his apartment in Santa Monica Suites. Apartment 1, I think it is. Maybe you'll find something there to let you know where he's got himself to. Here's a key card. That'll let you in.
I'll bring him back, my jolly little jailbreaker. Tenemos la llave para ir a la... Es el mismo edificio en el que está Mercurio, pero no vamos a ir a hablar con Mercurio, vamos a ir a buscar la habitación de este señor. Acabo de ver el JPEG del avión yendo como hacia el suelo. Súper feo, en el cielo estaba. Qué maravilla. Hemos llegado. Aquí hay un anillo. Aquí una tarjeta para el sitio de tatuaje.
Check. Is this thing recording? God, I hate these things. Anyway, the McGee case is getting weirder all the time. I found where he's been hiding and I saw some really creepy stuff down there. There was no sign of McGee. I'm gonna follow up on another lead I got too. I updated the files on the computer. This is Carson signing off. Man, that sounds stupid.
¿Vas a participar en la beta de Monster Hunter Wilds? Probablemente sí, pero no el 31 ni el 1, porque aniversario y esas cosas. Entonces, de probarlo, lo probaríamos el lunes. Así que no habría mucho tiempo para probar las cosas, la verdad, por desgracia. Es del 1 al 4. Sí. Ya, pero que me refiero que... Creo que justo el 4 cae el lunes. No sé si me dará tiempo de probarlo del todo. Ya. Pero creo que sí lo podría probar en la Play. Sí, porque creo que los que tenían PlayStation Plus podían acceder antes, pero se abre igualmente. Así que a lo mejor durante el finde lo puedo probar. McGee. La contraseña es Himalaya. Location. McGee is heading into the tattoo parlor in Santa Monica. Key. Don't forget the key to the tattoo parlor. It's on the top of that TV. Himalaya. Personaje que luego conoceremos, by the way. Pero ahí está.
Bone rattle melodies and worm-laden rains.
Stop doing that. Mother shan't be too pleased. None too pleased.
Ok. Como podéis comprobar, estamos puto locos y escuchamos voces. Sí, desde mañana la Play 5. Pues creo que se puede. Creo que podría probarlo. Lo que pasa es que nosotros no tenemos PlayStation Plus, ni tenemos pensado pillarlo. Espero que lo abran también para el resto de gente. Estaría guay. Porque la gente que tiene PlayStation Plus tenía Early Access. Solo puedes acceder desde mañana con PlayStation Plus, si no hasta el viernes. Sí, hasta el viernes. Es que, te digo, no voy a pisar la casa de Aquí hasta el jueves. Así que no me preocupa mucho eso, la verdad. Uy. Manos. Un pie. Pie. Quick cash for modeling. Called Gimbals Prosthetics. Wednesday 10. Gimbals Prosthetics. The number.
Hustling robes of the Reaper.
Ajá. Pero el llaverito, man. El llaverito. Ah, porque van a dar cosas por jugar. Ah, porque jugar la beta te dan el llaverito, puede ser. O te dan un contenido extra. Do I speak with the guy who cuts people up?
Hello? Might I speak with Mr. McGee?
No, only with his phone. Can you solve the mystery of missing McGee?
Well, I'm not sure. I had an appointment with him a few days ago, but he never seemed to show up. Do you know when he'll return?
Te dan y copio desde la página colgante de la beta abierta de bonificación. Megapoción. Eso. Sí, lo típico para empezar un poco más potente que el resto, pero literal no es nada. Pero nada. Esa bobería de 10 megapociones es literalmente un paseo por cualquier mapa. Well, I'm not report about this rendezvous.
Well, Mr. McGee was going to be doing some modeling for me. Medical reference for the work that I do here in the studio. It's a shame, really. The proposition would have been quite lucrative for him.
No, hombre, claro, no te van a dar nada serio. Bueno, a lo mejor hay juegos que a veces te dan cosas bastante rotillas. Perhaps a good pose for this peep show?
Why, yes, that sounds delightful. Perhaps you could come down to my studio and we can sort out the details.
What is your lair of lenses?
I'm at the end of Main Street, small basement studio. The sign says Gimbals Prosthetics. Just ring the buzzer and I'll let you in.
I look forward to bussing your basement.
Very good. And might I say that you have the most colourful way of saying things. Very interesting dissection of the language. Well, anyway, speak with you soon.
I color the world with the hues of my madness. Very well. Somos poetas. Perhaps we might make a sweet street-side rendezvous.
I'm happily...
I seem to have lost the gold in my pot. Can you help me refill it?
Afraid I'm a little short.
Okay. Like as a limp leper.
All the places to have car problems.
Yeah. ¿Pero y este señor aquí? Oh, pues no le voy a decir que no a un tremendo appetizer, so to speak. Claro, el cuello rotísimo. Gimbal?
Yes, may I help you?
Ah, the Limb Lord.
Oh, right. I'll buzz you in.
No two buses are the same.
Hello! Welcome to Gimble's Prosthetics and Medical Supplies. You're here for the modeling job? Good, good. You seem to have rather well-developed limbs, if you don't mind me saying so.
Tell me your name, Limb Lord.
Oh, yes, forgive me. My name is Gimble. Stanley Gimble. But, oh, dear, let us dispense with formalities. You can call me Stan.
Tell me of your life, Limb Lord.
Me? Oh, I'm just trying to make things a little easier for those who find themselves disadvantaged. Giving a helping hand, you might say. A leg up. Bloody clever, that one.
And what of your own lopped off limb?
Oh, you mean the arm? Yes, that's an interesting story, if you've got the time for one.
Tell me of your life, Limb Lord.
Well, you might say I have a certain love affair with the human anatomy. An obsession, really. Prosthetics seemed a natural occupation in which to, focus my enthusiasm, as it were.
One man's obsession is another's tuna's casserole.
Well, I came to realize that I would never truly reach mastery in prosthetics without knowing what it was like to have to use one.
I see a stumpy conclusion to this tale.
And so I decided, quite out of the blue actually, to cut off my own arm. My work, as you can well imagine, has quite improved since then.
No more words. I long for the love of your lenses.
Aha! An eager participant. Very good. Just give me a few moments to get my equipment ready, and then come on in and we'll get started.
Yes. Yes! Me encanta la música así super happy. Entras aquí atrás. Oclusión. Porque sí, da puto miedo. Dad? Vemos cosas bastante... sangre en su nevera. De entre todas las cosas, de pronto, una foto pin-up. Vaya.
Huh? Oh, hey, help! You gotta get me out of here, man. This guy's a freaking nut job.
Who, Gimbal?
Who, Gimbal? Yeah, Gimbal. That guy's been taking pieces off of me and McGee over here for the last 3 days. He's crazy, man. Freaking crazy.
Now, how do I open this curious cage? Gimbal! De hecho, no sé si podemos alimentarnos de él. ¿Puede ser? No te alimenta.
What are you doing here?
Se está pegando con un brazo cortado.
Thanks, man. You're a lifesaver. I wasn't sure I was gonna make it. I'm telling you, I've been on some weird cases, but this one takes the cake.
Here's Johnny!
Ha ha ha, that's funny. Cut it with the Carson jokes, will ya? In case you didn't notice, this ain't exactly the Tonight Show down here.
Kilpatrick, the Keymaster sent me.
You did? Oh man, that's solid. I owe that guy big. I hope I can figure out a way to get him back for this.
He has more bounties for you to hunt.
What? Oh, no, man. No, no, no. Not for me anymore. Look at my hand. Gimbal took my trigger finger for a trophy. I'm all through with this business. I hate to leave Arthur in a lurch, but that's just the way it is.
I shall tell him this troubling truth. Farewell.
Thanks again. Don't worry, I'll take care of old Stumpy here.
Have fun. Y ahí está supuestamente McGee. Bastante mutilado. Un brazo. ¿A quién pertenece este brazo? Nunca se sabe. Although the previous owner probably misses it, you can still put it to good use. La subquest queda terminada. Nos vamos a la siguiente. Vale. De acuerdo, señor.
I've seen a lot of shocking things in my time on the force, but that pier, that's the kind of thing that makes you lose your faith in humanity.
I gotta say, it's the second worst thing I've ever seen.
Poor bastard down there is torn in two. By the looks of it, you'd think someone tied him to two horses and raced them in opposite directions. What could you have possibly seen that was worse than what's down there?
It was about 3 years ago up in Malibu. Found this guy on the beach. Looked like, I don't know, an animal attack.
Shark bite?
No, I ain't seen shark bites. This was something different. Like whatever killed him moved. The head was missing, the hands were missing. And there were these huge slashes, but...
Bullshit.
No. Guy was literally slashed to ribbons. The worst part was I was waiting for the meat wagon and I felt like something was watching me. I swear on my badge today or something. Just got sucked. For a split second, I thought about the squad car and getting the hell out of that place. Every day makes me wonder what's real.
Maybe it was a werewolf. Woo!
All right.
Or a vampire.
Get it. See, this is why you didn't get invited to Hernandez's wedding, Ted.
Esa interacción siempre me hace mucha gracia. Ese es el motivo por el cual no te invitaron a la boda. Porque eres un pringao. Y no dejas de hacer bromas tontas. Señora.
You had me. No, you are going to China.
Yes, the future may take me where you see.
Why is he smiling? The father. Is it the father behind him?
I see the dark father and the one who stands in front of him.
You chased it for the one at the top of the city. On the sea. Oh, on the ground. You found it in the crypt. It's open. Oh, it's open. Oh God, run!
Yes, the tomb will light up the night sky.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I see nothing. Disregard what I say.
You see things clearly that for me are blurred in a colorful haze.
One hand moves the pieces of the game. The winner keeps his hand on the pawn.
Yes, the pawn will finish the game.
I don't know what I'm saying. Forget what I say.
Tell me now how fate has laid the road before me.
Fortune is not your destiny. All of us are unfortunate. Every time I sleep, the future plays out before me. I know the ending. It will end over and over until I cease to dream. I know your questions. For $100, I'll tell you what you don't want to hear. I need money to leave this place.
Take 20 gold and speak your riddles.
Then ask again.
Tell me of these final nights and what they hold in store for me.
The Crimson Ship. He's not who he says she is, and is going to burn. Dinosaurs. He's furious. The man with the crest. The voice in the darkness. Boss. Chinese brothers. Follow the lights to the end of the tunnel. Where do you want to go?
In whom can I place my trust?
The man on the couch. The lone wolf. All others, tread carefully.
What shadows seeks to curse me? Where lie the snakes in waiting?
Many, everywhere. Some with swords, some with smiles. But I pity them. You are a remarkable foe.
Do you have any fortuitous words, a fateful phrase to save me in future days?
Don't open it.
Will I stand victorious at the close of the curtain?
Whether or not you win the game matters not. It's if you bought it.
¡Ja! Buena referencia a Cuarta Pared ahí, buenísima. I am no longer here. Vamos a mirar a ver si encontramos cosillas por aquí. ¡Eh! ¡Lobo! Había tremendo lobo ahí arriba, ¿eh? Sexy, sexy. A ver si encontramos el chicle, porque el chicle suele estar, supuestamente, siempre cerca de la zona, pero siempre me cuesta horrores encontrar el chicle. ¡Ey! Esto es nuevo. Creo que esto no estaba antes. Y ahí está el chicle. Han hecho una sala nueva para que el chicle no te lo encuentres directamente en el suelo por la cara. Hay una máquina aquí de Call of Duty. Y es una máquina de pinball, me hace mucha gracia. Venga, va. Ay, nunca he entendido por qué ese muro invisible no lo han quitado. Que no puedes saltar desde la plataforma de arriba a la plataforma de aquí. Tienes que dar toda la vuelta por la escalera. Es una putada, pero bueno. Pequeñita putada de nada. Vamos a hablar con I. No, primero espérate, con este señor, sí.
Do you know who the head vampire is?
He walks among us, playing his ancient game.
Huh? You mean he's around here? Where? And what game is he playing? I really need to find him.
Why do you seek the Dark Father?
If the head vampire dies, we all become human again, right?
You need only the holy stake.
Okay, but first I had another question. How about blood transfusions? If I get a full blood transfusion, I can become human again, right?
You can transfuse the blood of a one-horned horse.
Unicorn blood?
We are walking myths.
I'll buy it. I'm gonna go get some money. Come back in a little while.
Estafándole al señor, ¿eh? I may also produce some special rubber to bring your teeth down.
Oh, brother.
Listen, it's like I've told you types about 1,000 times now. We know we can't hunt round here, all right?
El acento de este
We're minding
señor.
our own business. No reason to hassle the weaklings.
I will cast no shadow on your flame, little sickling.
You mean you ain't here to run us off?
No, but a pity to be trapped within invisible walls.
We're getting pretty sick of it. Someone's sighting domain, or in the worst cases, hunting us for sport.
Who is the hunter and why?
Dunno.
We all seem to have come down with the same disease. Oh, hell, who am I kidding? We're a bad horror show, alright? And we seem to be the runts, the mistakes. You types call us thin bloods. I say we're all equally screwed.
Whose clan blood is it that runs thin in your veins?
Clan? See, I've heard all that before. And I still don't know what the hell anyone's talking about. I'd like to know just what I've become. We'd all like to know just what the hell kind of devil's contract we've apparently signed.
How did your blood go from thick to thin?
I'd just come to town for the surf tourney. Seems like years ago, but it's, well, been about 6 months now. Every night during the finals, I used to hit the local diner after the beach parties fizzled out in the AM. That's where I met her.
Ah, your dark muse.
She had a natural beauty. Not like all the plastic dolls littering the sand. Her name was Lily. I remember introducing myself, the way she seemed grateful for the company. Well, a few nights after our meeting, we were on the beach alone, and
Tell me your tale, little sickling.
she tried to tell me what she was, but I didn't understand. And so she showed me. I was furious with her when I took it all in. I cursed her and left, never really knowing what I was. Well, I realise now how she must have felt. So here I am now, a mystery to myself.
Is your flower dead?
Clinically, yes. But honestly, I don't know. I suppose I'd have moved on by now if I didn't think she'd show up one of these nights. There's a lot I've got left to say to her.
We are all children of the night, bloodthirsty and damned.
That's what Lily tried to tell me. But what I don't understand are the rules, and the terms, and the reasons some of them are at our throats claiming we're harbingers of the apocalypse. That's what I want to know.
Does the thin blood flow for you all?
Aye. Most of them just recently arrived in LA. Got chased off by the Sabbath or some such thing from their home cities. They're more in the dark than I am. They're a good bunch, but well, they've been through a lot. It's affected them.
Perhaps I can delve the mysteries of your thin blood.
Well, I hope you have better luck than I did. No one's been particularly friendly to me in this city. Only reason we're in Santa Monica is because we haven't been chased out yet.
Secrets hidden from you may show themselves to me.
Oh, we'd appreciate it. Oh, before I forget, name's E. The black-haired beauty over there's Rosa. Sees the future, so she says. That nervous bloke is Copper. And the one who can't speak so well's Julius. Kids gloves with them. They've had it rough.
Where might I find thin little secrets?
Seems no one will talk about it. This all started that night in the diner. Maybe you could start there.
My shadow darkens other domains. Farewell.
Tragedy. No.
Vale, todo el tema de los sangre fina, por así decirlo, en una traducción un poco literal del término thin blood. Siguen siendo vampiros, lo que pasa que se supone que cada generación en Vampiro la Mascarada la sangre se va diluyendo y va perdiendo potencia. Entonces, la idea de los sangre fina es que tienen la sangre tan diluida que apenas se aprecian poderes de vampiros en ellos. Se asume incluso que algunos de ellos pues presentan cualidades pseudo-humanas, en el sentido de a lo mejor resisten mejor el sol. Creo que el sol sí le sigue afectando igual ahora que lo pienso, probablemente. Pero
Meet me at the agreed upon location across from the bar by the underpass. Bring your associate, Mr. Durbin, as it is a two-man job that I am proposing. With any luck, the two of you are already on your way, and I shall see you soon. Goodbye. Something I can help you with.
Vampiro. The night is as cold as the woman's wronged.
I guess.
Strained weight lies on your shoulders.
I don't see how that's any business of yours.
Dark and heavy your burden, I leave it to you.
Goodbye, then.
I'm busy here.
What'll it be, honey?
Okay. In the air, spoiled scent on the floor, rodent pellets. You sell filth here?
You're the health inspector.
I'm putting that sass in my report too.
You know, at least the last health inspector had the decency to make it clear when he was asking for a bribe. Here's $50. I get to live the dream for another exciting month. Yay.
I must seek other opportunities for my corruption. Farewell.
What'll it be, honey?
I see a pale girl in my mind. Have you seen the pale girl too?
Is that a trick question?
Thin blood. Do you know these words?
Thin blood. Sounds familiar. Is that one of those tropical diseases?
Child of the surf and his beauty. Have you seen this couple before?
Let me think. Oh yeah, about 4 dozen a week.
From where did the word thin blood enter your brain?
I know I've heard that before.
A pale, pretty flower girl muttered at them, perhaps?
Oh, that girl. Nice girl. First decent human being I've seen in here for years. Not like all the junkies and crazies I normally see. Yeah, I remember her. Yeah, weird. She left a tip, but she didn't order a thing. Yeah, she looked so hungry, too. Just sat there all night with a full glass of water in front of her, talking about this and that. She seemed lonely, a little scared, so I let her stay in the booth until we closed. She left some stuff here. You seem to know her. Why don't you give it back to her if you run into her?
But the flower girl is so close. She cannot come, so I will deliver them. Gracias. Con el bolso, básicamente podemos acceder a su vehículo, que está en el garaje. Si no me equivoco, tenemos aquí. First left behind in the diner. Girl's photo for the young woman. The message on the back of the photo reads August 3rd, Santa Monica, Lily. Pero que con eso podemos abrir el coche a pesar de que no nos lo diga. No sé si la misión no comenta. Because of a photo, a key, and a bail bond. A bail bond. ¿Qué no es? Es aquel de ahí. Diary. This seems to be a woman's diary. The 30th of April? Yeah. Of 2003. I met a guy today at the asylum. He's a beautiful. Oh my gosh, his name is Rolf, and he's from Germany. European men are just so classy compared to boring Californian boys. He asks to see me tomorrow night. I wonder if he's rich. He looks rich. I'm going to go shopping tomorrow and pick up something that won't make me look like a big, fat pig. Can't wait to see him. I think it's getting serious with Rolf. He told me he wanted to give me something very special next week, and if it is what I think it is, it's about damn time. I thought Europeans were supposed to be less uptight about this sort of thing. I woke up at 9 p.m. today. That would be strange in itself, except I don't remember going to sleep last night. In fact, I don't remember anything since last Saturday night when Rolf was over. I woke up late again. I haven't eaten anything in 4 days. I don't know what's wrong with me. Rolf came over last night. He said the reason I hadn't eaten anything was because I needed blood. He said it was all I could eat now that I wouldn't feel hungry anymore if I drank some. He had a bag of it from the local blood bank. I tried to refuse, but I couldn't. What's happening to me? Rolf said he's going to have to leave soon. He said people are trying to force him out of the country. He didn't say anything about taking me with him. I had to bail Rolf out of jail today. He was arrested because his visa expired. He looked frightened. I'm afraid he's going to leave. I haven't seen or heard from Rolf since the night I bailed him out. I don't know what to do. I thought he cared about me. Why did he do this to me? I talked with this guy I met in the surf site until 5 this morning. When I told him I had to go, I felt like Cinderella. He seems like a prince. I met that guy from the surf site again. He has no idea what I am. I brought E, the guy from the surf site, back to my apartment last night. He said he's going back to Australia in a few days now that the tournament's coming to an end. I don't want him to leave. I've never felt this way about someone before, not even Rolf. He kissed me last night and I couldn't stop myself from biting into his neck, but I drank too much and, well, he died. I gave him my blood to save him. When I explained it all to him, he said he never wanted to see me again. What have I done? I haven't been able to feed since that night with E. I'm afraid of what will happen. I remember Rolf brought blood from the blood bank. Maybe if I can sneak in, I can grab a few bags and get out before anyone catches me. De camino al hospital. Que es ahí donde está esta señora. De hecho, antes de ir al hospital, vamos a pasar por el edificio de Arthur, que tenemos que entregarle la misión de este señor. Y coger la segunda misión. ¡Hala!
What's shaking?
I found a hunter, but he'll not come back to hunt bounties.
What? Ain't coming back? What do you mean he ain't coming back?
His itchy finger is a crazy trophy.
Man, that's a tough one. Bounty hunter ain't no good without his trigger finger. Well, hell, that really leaves me in hot water, boy. Gonna cost old Arthur real good.
Who is heating your hot tub?
I got this guy with a sheet a mile long, put in on 3 warrants. His girlfriend put up for the bond, and now he missed the court date. I can't get in touch with either of them. Want a job?
Sing me a song, Rojan 1.
Well, it won't be much of a job since you ain't licensed and all, but until I can get me another bounty hunter, I need you to find out if this guy skipped town or what.
You want me to see if he still casts a shadow on the lady of the sea?
Yeah, no body attachment or nothing. Just find out if he's here or where he went. I'll pay you. Deal?
The bounties will be safe from me. Tonight I go on the hunt.
Great, great, all right. The guy's name is Mike Durbin. Goes by the name Muddy. His girlfriend put up for his bond. She lives over there above Tripp's pawn shop. Her name is Marion Murrieta, but I haven't been able to get in touch with her.
I may need a bow that fires bullets.
Well, I wouldn't normally tell you this, but since you did help me out, Tripp down at the pawn shop. He's a little fried and paranoid, so he don't usually sell guns to anyone. But just tell him old Arthur sent you. He'll set you up all right.
Tell me of the footprints that the dirty one has left in the forest.
What the footprint? Oh, you mean his record? Well, he was brought up on manslaughter charges years back, but he got acquitted. Since then, he's been in and out for this, that, small-time stuff mostly.
Why are you wanting his bounty?
Most recently, he was brought in as part of a big case on stolen auto parts. It's this big chop shop thing that's going on in Santa Monica. Been in the paper.
I will go to the place of pawns.
That's right. Marianne Murrieta. In them crappy places above the pawn shop. Find out
Crappy
where the
places.
hell money is, where is he going, whatever.
Mi casa.
But be careful. You're not licensed, and if anything bad goes down, I don't know you. You hear me?
What? I can't hear you because I'm already gone. Ya le pediremos el dinero de vuelta cuando terminemos la otra misión. Se le puede pedir los dos a la vez. A veces lo prefiero. El señor de la tienda de abajo realmente no tiene nada que nos interese porque ya tenemos la pistola. Y creo que lo único que tiene son un par de libros. Puede ser que a lo mejor puedan darnos habilidades, pero más allá de ahí no tiene mucho. Ahora podemos hablar con él y decirle, mira, que... Vale.
Hey.
What?
How's it going? You, looking to buy or sell or...
The voices tell me you have a boomstick with my name on it.
Oh, damn it, who told you that?
The keymaster.
Huh? What are you smoking? More importantly, where can I get some? Look, I can't have people talking about this, you know? I'm not exactly properly licensed, and these weapons aren't precisely legal.
I do as you command, death dealer.
Look, now, I appreciate your business, and I'll sell to you, but don't tell anyone else, okay? Keep your nose clean.
My head is moving up and down, isn't it?
All right. Come take a look then.
Bobería lo que tiene. Pero bueno, podemos venderle el anillo, que no lo necesitamos. La morfina sí. Estrógenos no. El chicle. No, esto no lo vamos a vender. Y el reloj. Él a lo largo del juego va a tener un par de armas extras, pero no va a ser nuestro mercader principal en lo que viene siendo la historia normal. Vamos a entrar a mi edificio a encontrar supuestamente al Muddy. ¿Sí? No, es arriba, creo. Tenemos la llave por aquí. No se abre por acá.
Hey, Mayor, it's Mike. Look, I gotta hit downtown for a few days, maybe longer. If Reno calls, tell him to meet me down there. We got something to discuss, apparently. I'll be at Milton's place in the Skyline Lofts 2A. Sorry, baby. I'll explain everything later.
Deep of the Atlantic, dark, dreaming, sleeping.
Ok. Completamente normal, completamente entendible. Vale, tenemos ya lo que necesitamos para hablar con Arthur, pero antes de eso vamos a liberar a Lily. Llevamos tiempo sin guardar, así que guardamos la partida. Y vamos a entrar aquí dentro.
You next up for the needle? Hmm? Your donation could save a life, you know. Oh, but isn't it a little late for altruism? I don't think you're here to give blood at all. I don't buy it, Betty. I bet you're here to take blood. Am I right?
Your tongue makes strange, garbled noises.
They all come in here with that same nonchalant look. With that, who, me, stare, as if they were so clever. Do you think you're the first vampire to try and come in here to buy blood? Honestly.
Your eyes see much. How much for a liquid lunch?
If you have to ask.
Don't ask, don't tell. I am gone. No, I need to enter this bloody fortress.
Employees only. Them's the rules of the queen bitch herself.
The Dark Daughter has given me her blessing.
She did, huh? Queen bitch told me never to let anyone back there. I remember her repeating it over and over in that cold, pretentious voice of hers.
Contact Her Majesty and face the truth.
Opened.
My inner child thanks you for opening the candy store. Por ahora no. El señor está encerrado. Y creo que por aquí... Esto es la salida también. Este ordenador. Freezers. Ambrosia. Ok. Passcode. Ah, vale. Vamos a averiguar de 1969. Vamos a hablar con el señor que está aquí y nos lo dice igual.
Who are you? What are you doing back here?
My reasons are solid and secret.
Oh, you here for the special sauce?
Yes, and how special it is.
Okay, stupid question, Phil. She's in the freezer. Today's code is... Think, Phil. It's, moon landing, 1969.
Just like the summer. Farewell. Voy a alimentarme de él. Esos dos puntitos de sangre sin problemas. Me quedé ahí un poquito mareados. No pasa nada. Está bien. No le ha pasado nada. ¿Era esta nevera? Sí, era esta nevera. Eso es. Hola, Lily.
Hunger. I need it. A drop of it on my tongue, sliding down my throat. The hot flash in my brain lighting up my body. I can smell it everywhere. Blood.
Ah, a lost little sickling flower.
Let me go. It's painful, like I'm going to die. It's calling. Never felt like this before. Let me go. I can smell it. I have to have it.
I will free you from this fox's den, little flower.
You don't look well at all.
Oh, sweet mother of God!
Oh boy. ¿Se lo comió? Los ojos bailando del personaje.
The heat. It's never been so satisfying. All of it. I drank until I heard his heart stop, and I was sucking on a dry, dead artery. It was euphoric. But I've killed him. I've never killed anyone before. What happened? What came over me?
You wore the mask of the beast.
Beast? What is that? Why couldn't I stop myself? Why did it feel so right?
A hunter can only see the blood that she seeks.
No, I'm not a monster. It was instinct. I couldn't control it. I'm not responsible for my actions.
We are sorry. Are you the beautiful sickling flower?
Flower? My name's Lily, if that's what you mean.
You are the flower that... of he that comes before F and G.
E? You know E? How do you know E?
I was following the thin blood and it led me to you.
I tried to tell E about his condition, but he was so furious at me for what I'd made him into, he wouldn't listen. A thin blood, from what I've been told, is a vampire whose blood is weaker than most.
Continue weaving the tale.
Rolf, my sire, told me some vampires consider thin bloods a bad omen and want them destroyed. Rolf wasn't a thin blood, and apparently I am. I don't know why. Rolf abandoned me. His group wouldn't take me in. They said I was a liability. He left me with so many questions, and I did the same thing to E, but I didn't want to leave E. He forced me out of his life. I should go. I have to get out of here. Maybe out of the city. Soon.
Seek out your thin-blooded lover.
E doesn't hate me anymore?
He misses your dark blooming.
I'll go see him. Thank you.
The path is treacherous, as is love.
Oh, about tonight, what I did? Please, don't tell E. It's not my fault. I couldn't control it. I've never done anything like this before. I'm no killer.
The secret dies here between us. Farewell.
Why'd you have to go and let that bitch out? There's one less Phil in the world now. Why'd you have to let her go and eat him, huh? Now I'll never get to do in that bastard myself. Well, you know what? No blood for you. No more!
What were we laughing about?
The price of the red nectar you were about to sell me. Y ya está. Con Malkavian esta interacción es súper sencilla. Pero súper sencilla. No tienes que estar lidiando con él, ni convencerle, ni nada. Te ríes en su cara y pa'lante. ¿Para qué quieres más? Vale, vamos a hablar con Arthur. Y luego de vuelta con los ghouls. Para venderle al señor aquel la sangre con el chicle. Y para terminar la misión de I. Y creo que ya podríamos empezar a ir a hablar con Mercurio, porque creo que ya no tenemos más secundarias por ahora de aquí. Bueno, está la de Nox, ahora que lo pienso.
Hey there, hot stuff.
I have some dirt on Muddy.
So what'd you find out about Muddy?
The dirty one has deserted the lady.
All right, then. I'll have to call in some bounty hunters to help me find Muddy and a couple of other jumpers. Thanks for all your help.
Take me in the pictures of the president.
Oh, right. Sorry about that. Here you are.
And the green you owe me for finding the hunter.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Here you are.
Many thanks, my yellow junkie.
See you around, then. If you ever find yourself or a loved one locked up, please call.
Your neck is as red as the lustrous liquid. Farewell. Vale, tenemos dinero. Bastante por ahora. Y vamos a ir a hablar con I y Lily abajo. Y luego tenemos que volver a al club para ver si está Nox de casualidad en el club y podemos conseguir la misión. Señor?
You have any of the...
I have the special rubber for you for your fangs for $100.
Okay. I guess. Here.
I have the blood of the magical stallion. How much do you desire?
I'll buy as much as you've got.
3 bags of magic for 360.
I think I have enough for the procedure now. Thanks for the blood.
You sure do. I am gone.
Sucks. Brought my Lily back. She told me all about what happened. I don't know why you helped us, but your blood's worth bottling. I'll never let her go again. Thank you.
Keep your flower pinned next to your heart.
We're going to be getting out of LA soon. It's too dangerous here. Rosa told us something big's about to happen, and I don't want to be here when the jack comes out of the box. Take that for what you will.
He has already exited his box, but has not yet scared his children. I am gone.
Thin blood. Looks thick enough to me.
Pequeñas sutilezas del diálogo. Definitivamente Malkavian es un playthrough que se disfruta más siendo un segundo playthrough. No es tan recomendado que sea el primero porque hay muchas cosas que uno se va a perder. Comentarios que se hacen, frases indiscretas. No quiero spoilear mucho para aquella gente que todavía no ha jugado a este juego. Pero hay cosillas, hay cosillas. ¿Nox? No, Nox todavía no está por aquí. Probablemente llegue después de que hablemos con Mercurio, probablemente. Que de hecho creo que... So the Blood Murder... Sí, vamos a ir a hablar con Mercurio. Acaba de pasar una persona así delante de la pantalla, de lado a lado, súper rápido. Mercurio que tiene que estar ya desangrándose y medio muerto. Mercurio.
Those mothers ripped me off. I'm dying here.
Are you the fleet-footed god?
Mercurio, if that's what you mean. Oh, shit, you're a Malkavian, aren't you? Damn, that's the last thing I need. I'm bleeding all over the carpet. I can't even understand what the hell you're saying.
You need only open your eyes. Now tell me your tale.
I went...
What is this lump? Is this my rib? Oh, holy shit. My rib is poking through my side? Oh, I'm all numb. You gotta look and tell me.
Hippocrates is not my forefather who broke you, Mercury.
Goddamn chemist. Can't trust any operators in L.A. I verified him. Organizations seem reliable. Guy mixes up speed. His crew sells it. Occasionally does explosives. I set up a drop. I show up at the beach with the money, right? 4 of his guys, they come out of nowhere. Junky pricks. Hit me with a bat. It feels like I got a friggin' horse kicking it. I never should have gone alone. Amateur move. I should have handled those pricks. Goddamn dirty Cali rat bastards. Those cocksuckers beat me rotten, left me for a stiff. Had to crawl to my car, crawl my ass up here. The vamp blood's the only thing holding me together. But shit, they got the money, they got the astrolite.
Where are the demons who attack you, Mercury?
Those small-time sons of bitches live out in a dump on the beach. 4 or 5 of them. The one's got the explosives is Dennis. Got my money too, that prick.
Or do I get my boom boom?
You gotta get it back from him. Maybe reason with him, maybe break in. I don't know. I want to kill him. Do whatever you people do. I blew it, I know.
I'll get the boom boom and your gold, Mercury.
One more thing. About the deal. I mean it. You tell anyone about this, I'm dead. I'm begging you. I got a way of getting people what they need. You don't say anything, I can help you out.
Can I do something to stop your flesh from screaming?
Yeah, if you could... Oh, something just started leaking. I need something for the pain.
I have some numb juice.
Oh, holy Christ, I needed that.
I am no longer here. Keep your heart pumping, farewell. Le hemos dado un poquito de ayuda con la morfina. Y ahora vamos a ir a la playa de nuevo. A hacer esta misión principal. En busca de la bomba. Tengo un par de puntos de experiencia que no sé si debería implementar ya. Subterfugio 6, no. De seguridad nivel 3 a lo mejor sí. De aquí realmente nos puede interesar tener más lockpicking. Lo único. Y de apariencia para ir desentendiéndonos de eso. Ok. Las habilidades sociales siempre suelen venir bien. Al menos en el early. Y cuanto antes las subamos en el early, menos las echaremos en falta más adelante. Porque las habilidades a melee y tal. Por ahora el melee va sobrado. No tenemos tampoco que liarnos a tiros de una forma muy exagerada. Definitivamente que no con la pistola de mierda que tenemos. Y con histeria vamos muy bien.
Up there, through that chain link gate and up those stairs.
Ah, the demons who broke the fleet-footed god.
Those men you are looking for.
You see, the twisted strings of my tomorrows speak more.
Never mind.
May the moon light your twisted path. Shadow seer, farewell. Very well. Hemos llegado.
Help ya?
Hey there, beach boy. Let me in and later I'll let you bury me in the sand.
I tell you what, I'll let you in. If on your way out you want to work out a little fair trade for future purchases, you come see me. I'm Brian.
Pick up beach balls until I get back. Madre mía, tremendo juegardo, ¿no? El dinero de Mercurio. No, ese no se sabe. Tampoco pasa nada porque no es necesario saber esa contraseña. Contraseña. No nos va a decir nada nuevo.
Yeah, that is what I love about this business. Fine women come to my house for my shit. I don't even gotta call them on the phone or nothing. Say there, pretty lady, what can I hook you up with tonight?
What's in your little green bag?
My staff maintains at all times a 24-karat smorgasbord of A+ narcotics guaranteed to make the competition shit seem like a
Pequeño
weak
lapsus ahí.
cappuccino in comparison. White, green, blues, reds, black, you pick a color.
I need explosions.
Explosives? Fun stuff. You can get yourself a lot of attention that way. I may have something. Why would you need to get your hands on some fireworks?
The fish are ripe for hunting.
Sure, okay. I got some stuff that'll do the trick. Astrolite. It's like TNT's bigger, meaner cousin with a prison record. I don't like keeping the stuff around. Too dangerous. So I let you have it for a little less than the going rate.
Money is so worrying, sweetheart. I'm sure we can figure something else out.
Mm-hmm. I'd be open to negotiations. Question is, how open are you?
Want to send your buddy out of the room and find out?
Yo, go check the odometer on my car. Now, I'll give you what you want, but I got what you need.
Here comes some special magic for you. Y con la misma. Ese señor ha ligado por última vez. No debería bajar mi humanidad, en principio. Yes, efectivamente. Astrolite. Y esta gente no se ha ni enterado.
Go see the man. I'm about to change my mind.
Sin ningún tipo de problema. Este señor ya no estará molestando a nadie, ¿eh? Oh. Voces.
I think I have enough for the...
You sure do, I'm gone. Vale, tenemos la bomba. Lo cual significa que tenemos que ir a ver a Mercurio. Y con Mercurio nos va a mandar de vuelta al club, si no recuerdo mal. La señora que lleva la falda súper por debajo de la cadera. Porque está todo crazy. Mercurio? Have you crossed the dark river, Mercury? I got the boom boom.
Yeah? Did you waste those sons of bitches?
Only those that fell on my shadow.
Good. Great. Hope it was painful. Did you get my money back?
Here's your gold, Mercury.
You're a lifesaver. I might have to buy some new kidneys with this.
Where do my feet lead me next?
You need to make someplace disappear. A warehouse. Looks to be a Sabbat interest.
Who tells me where is the House of Wares?
There's a guy. I never met him, but I heard a lot about him. His name is Tongue. Bertram Tongue. He's one of you types. If there's anyone who knows more than me about this city, it's him. Unfortunately, Tongue's hiding out at the moment.
The worm hides in turbid liquids.
Tongue's laying low because of Therese. Therese Vorman, you know her? Anyway, word is Therese and Tongue are feuding. I don't know the details. Mike takes that Tongue thinks he's about to get whacked, so he's gone underground till Therese calls it off. If you want to put that warehouse into orbit anytime soon, you're gonna have to get Therese to call off the feud.
Or is the dark daughter of Janus?
She and her sister Jeanette, they run the asylum. Some freaky customers frequent that place. I try not to do business there.
What can you tell me of the dark daughter of Janus?
She's the woman around here. Power player. Nice looking broad for a dead chick, but personality like stone.
I need you to paint me a picture of someone.
Who exactly?
Janus's white daughter.
Therese I don't like, but I can respect her. Jeanette's different. I don't know what to make of her. She's a little, you know, in the head. I don't know. Therese is, well, like you. And I would think so's Jeanette. But I hear rumors about her.
What whispers?
Call me old-fashioned, but I just can't talk about that kind of thing in front of a woman.
Refuse me again, I'll make you my eunuch.
All right. Jeanette got a body built for bedrooms. And I got close acquaintances says they conquered that territory. But I asked the main man, and he says you types, you know, can't or don't or do that kind of thing. Anyway, whatever she is, I hear Jeanette's a wild girl.
I need you to paint me a picture. I need you to paint me a picture of someone. The fleet-footed god.
What's to tell? I can get anything anyone wants at any time. Could say it's my calling. Till the astrolite. Wasn't anything I couldn't handle. Well, back east some shit went down. Big Apple can't go back. I hate LA, but what are you gonna do?
I left before my mouth stopped moving. De acuerdo. De vuelta al club. A hablar con Janet y Teresa. Tremendo sonido de policía.
What can I get you, beautiful?
I seek the daughters of Janus.
Janus? What the hell are you talking about? Damn, why do I always get the weird ones?
The sisters spawn of the two-headed god.
The only sisters around here are Therese and Jeanette, and they own the place. They're both upstairs, fighting as usual. Why do you need to see them?
I'm a dancer. Jeanette wants to check the color of my thong.
Damn, I wish it was my job. Go on up and see her. Take the elevator from there.
This watering hole is well kept. Farewell. Ahí está.
Hey, girl.
Nox. Golden Ghoul. What say you?
Yeah, not much. Just waiting around for my master.
The nasty dude you would not speak of?
Okay. I guess I can tell you about it. Oh man, his name's Bertram Tongue. He's a Nosferatu.
Do you know where the nasty dude is?
Oh man, I wish I knew where he was. I'm getting antsy waiting around for him. I need to tell him some stuff, you know? I don't know where he is or stays or anything. Oh man, whenever he needs me, just, you know, appears.
What words do you need to tell the nasty dude?
Oh man, wow. Bertram had me keeping an eye on this guy. This Asian dude who's been poking around Santa Monica. But he thought he might be a vampire or something like a vampire.
La música está demasiado alta, creo, pero bueno. Life eaters from across the sea.
Life eaters? Damn, I don't even know what that means. Is that vampire for scary ass Asian dude that can probably kick my ass? Oh man, it's like that's what I think he is.
Tell me more of his creature.
Oh man, this guy, this thing got wise to me. You know, instead of me watching him, he's watching me, you know? I see this guy appear around me all the time, like off in the distance watching me, he'll warp up next to me. Oh man, and disappear.
The Life Eater has talked to me as well.
It's freaking me out. I know this thing is totally already toying with me. I want to put a bullet in his head, but who knows if that'll do anything. So I was waiting till I talked to Bertram. Hell, if I know where he disappeared to. It's messed up.
The truth does not match the word that fall from your mouth.
Oh, what are you saying?
For the truth, I shall have some help for the ghoul.
What? How did you know? Look. Oh, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, why should I tell you anything, huh? I mean, you're not being straight with me.
But we are.
Okay. Damn it, Noakes. Damn. Man, all right, look. I messed up, okay? I'm just doing what I was told, though.
Onward, do you speak?
Bertram knew you were coming. Knew you'd come by here. Planted me and told me what to say about the Asian bit, but it's true. I swear. And everything else is true, too. This Asian guy needs to be taken out. I can't do it. So Bertram needs you to.
To me, direct the shadow lurker could have asked.
He can't stick his neck out like that. He doesn't feel directly. This way, I guess. So
Then the deed will be done by my hand.
hell yeah! Right on! Okay, like I said, he's some kind of Asian vampire thing, you know? The only clue I got is this driver's license that he dropped once while I was tailing. I get so freaked out that I haven't even had a chance to check it out.
Does not this license tell the tale of his location?
No, the picture on the license isn't him. I don't know why he had it, but, well, it might help you find out where he is and what he's doing. Here, take it.
I will do this dark deed.
Right on! Just come back and let me know the job's done so I can stop freaking out. Maybe I'll see Bertram by then.
Farewell, Golden Ghoul. Esta misión secundaria, que la música está a un huevo de alta. La misión secundaria, básicamente, tenemos que ir a la morgue, si no me equivoco. Porque la licencia... California Driver's License, the name on the license is Virgil Crumb. Creo que puedes investigar el nombre de ese señor y que eventualmente te dirigen a la zona del banco de sangre. Porque hay una morgue aquí abajo. ¡Dios, qué agradable! No sé si esto decía algo. Ah, lo de los cadáveres. No me interesa. Estoy todo perdido. Quizás estoy yendo demasiado rápido en la trama. Hay un poquito de... Hay un poquito de speedrun en este playthrough. Vale. Estoy todo perdido. Era por lo del meme, el tío potando. La verdad es que ha sido un poquito puntual el vómito. Vale, han cambiado esto debido al parche no oficial. Creo que hay que ir primero a otra zona a investigar antes de encontrar el cadáver. ¡Hostia! Espérate. Hostia, te borró todos los mensajes. ¡Qué hijo de puta! Espérate, te doy... No te he dado puesto lo de regular. Me funaron. Te funaron. A ver, a ver. Ay, Dios, sí, me suena este vídeo. Uf.
Estoy todo perdido.
Está jodidísimo, ¿eh?
Estoy todo perdido. No sé... No sé cómo llegar. Adiós.
Dios, está pasadísimo.
Por favor. Ayuda.
Ayuda. Y ahí se termina el vídeo. Increíble. Estoy todo perdido. Se me olvidó los enlaces. Ni te preocupes, Grey. Ya, Como no has mandado enlaces antes. No te he puesto lo de regular, pero vamos, tenía que habértelo puesto hace un montón. Está recién salido de dar a... de Object Oriented Programming en PHP. Sí, sí. Compadezco a ese señor. Sigo con el puto lab. ¿Estás a tope con el lab ahora, tío? Yo que va, yo voy a esperar a mañana. Lo que ya que tenemos el día de mañana para seguir haciendo el lab, voy a proceder a esperar. Creo que a lo mejor hay que mirar el ordenador.
Cemetery runoff congealing at the door.
Ok. ¿Por qué iteración vas? Haces bien. Qué tremendo coñazo, ¿eh? Solo un poquito. Vale. Cadáveres. Cowbell. Perry D. No. Virgil Crumb. Usualmente el cadáver está aquí dentro, pero... A lo mejor tenemos que ir al ordenador de Kilpatrick. De pronto, voces, llantos. Sigo por la mitad aproximadamente. Bah, poquito a poquito, tío. A mí me quedó la... En principio me quedó la parte final, que es conectar... conectar una cosilla para que te pueda mandar a una segunda web. Con el vídeo. Usar el get. Que luego a lo mejor investigo un poquillo sobre cómo hacerlo para mañana no perder tanto tiempo con eso. Pero wow. Los labs están siendo interesantillos. Los de PHP. Vale. SZ. A lo mejor por la A y la F. Crumb. V. Bond mount. Local voice subjects corpse identified being held at the medical clinic morgue. Vale. O sea, teníamos que venir aquí antes de que el cadáver spawneara en el... En fin. A ver si nos da tiempo de hacer el hotel antes de terminar por hoy. Igualmente quiero estar a tope estos días que quedan para ver si podemos terminar el vampiro. No sé si podré terminarlo en 3 días. Va a ser definitivamente un tema terminarlo en 3 días, pero se puede intentar. Ahora está aquí el cadáver. Anillo y tarjeta.
Maggots love you. Trust me.
A mí también me caen bien. Y creo que eso me tiene que traer para acá, para Foxy Boxes. Mierda. Giré demasiado la cámara.
You're in for it now.
No me spoilees, coño. Reports. 10, 12, 04. My initial observations of the city of indicates that the Canaanites were here are both scattered and unorganized. There are 3 individuals of note, but they seem to be involved in some sort of dispute. I shall continue to watch and listen. 10, 18, 04. These Canaanites are a curious and fragile race. They waste the gift of their immortality on petty scheming and fleshly gain. We will have little problem making the city our own. It seems that my presence here has been noted by one of the Canaanites, a Nosferatu I believe they are called. He has entrusted the responsibility of my surveillance to a bumbling mortal fool. I have begun to follow this so-called spy, a small amusing respite for my unusual duties. And 2304. I had drawn the attention of a newcomer, an agent of the prince, who had discovered the corpse of Virgil Crump. I know very little about this individual, but they seem much more resourceful than most Canaanites I have observed. I will prepare myself in the event that our paths cross, because an altercation seems imminent. If I do not survive, let my last report state that Santa Monica is ripe for the taking. We'll find little resistance if we come in force. Eso se cree él. A pegarse de tollos. Es que contra... Lo he dicho, las armas del principio son... Las armas de fuego del principio son un poco meh. Esto un bloquealo. Con el poder de la risa. ¡Ah! Puto. ¿No debería usar el brazo o alguna otra arma? Con el brazo mismo, a pegarle de tortas. No le hace nada de daño. Oh, pero le empuja que da gusto, Jesús, stun bloqueado. Best fucking weapon. Callo, pero no te pires. Que me guarde el arma cada vez que... Creo que ya empieza a resistirlo un poco más las... ¡Hijo de puta! Por favor, baje, caballero. ¡Ay! Oh, no tengo munición. ¡Ah, puto! Que no sé por qué se queda... ¿Cómo decirlo? La animación, ¿por qué está la animación de levantar el brazo y luego te vuelve a equipar el arma? Es una bobería. Es que no conviene contra una katana, la verdad. Au. Creo que la mejor arma va a ser ir a puño contra este señor. Madre mía, creo que es la primera vez que se me atraganta tanto este señor. Pero es por eso, porque no tenemos muchas armas buenas todavía. Ya es... Ah, coño, que tengo Blood Buff, tío. Yo... Ah, que bueno, me va a durar nada y menos, pero... Está guapo eso. No, pero eso es... Ha ido fatal esa ronda, ¿eh? Por favor, deja de hacer Matrix, tío. Te lo agradecería. El buen bug de armas. Es que... ¡Ah! ¡Qué rabia! Hay un pseudo bug que los enemigos a veces... y eso creo que lo han intentado corregir un montón. Que te pueden disparar incluso aunque no estén en animación exactamente de disparo. Y es un poco incómodo, la verdad. Si podemos encadenarlo en la animación esa, está muertísimo. A ver si vuelve a bajar. Eso es. A ver. Se salta. No pasa nada, que él tiene que venir igualmente. Eso es, que se quede anclado, esto un bloqueado a tope. ¡Hala! Y la ballesta para mí, para mi body. Y con ese señor muerto, vamos a hablar con Nox. A contarle, mira, he matado a al que te está siguiendo. Era facilón. La ballesta... creo que Nerly... A ver, tiene potencial de daño, pero claro, requerimiento de combate a distancia 8. Eso es un huevo.
I missed you.
Like Sanity missed me, lunchtime. Perfecto. Y para rematar lo que queda, la señora de arriba.
Hey, you.
I'm here to get a little more sugar. Yummy playing leads to tasting. Nox?
Girl, you do that thing yet?
The live eater has enjoyed his last meal, and you should make this disappear now.
Right on, girl, yeah! Hey, I'm sorry again for what happened before. Still haven't heard anything from Bertram. I'll let him know about how good you did, and about how you were cool about everything, and yeah, oh man.
The live eater was a thing of death and shadow.
Bertram said it's like a vampire, but different, you know? It's like what they have in China instead of vampires. He said lots of them coming to California for some reason, I don't know.
Very well. Hablar con las gemelas.
Your city? Last time I looked, it was called Santa Monica, not stuck-up bitch. So vulgar. I can't even look at you sometimes. Oh, Cherise, you really drew kind of flattering portrait of me with your turn-of-the-century barb. I always assumed you could do nothing but look down on me. Just the sight of you. The sight of that wicked painted pout, concealing that dirty, diseased mind, sin. You have no shame. Let's see who is without sin cast the fierce tone. Go ahead and mock me. You pull your pranks, make fun of my ways. It suits you. You're just one big joke. Don't you call me that. Should I start calling a duck a pig as well? I'm your sister. How can you treat me like this? That's it, Jeanette. Run away from the truth. I'll take care of everything, as always.
Se llevan muy bien.
Please, come in. I do apologize for my sister's crassness if it made you uncomfortable. She's unabashedly scandalous, but in the club business, I suppose that kind of personality's a necessary evil.
Are you Therese, the dark daughter of Janice?
Therese Borman, yes. I'm the proprietor of this club, and the only person in this city whose good side it's in your best interest to stay on. What brings you to Santa Monica?
Call of your conflict with the worm, Dark One.
Tongue's exile is self-imposed, I assure you. But then, what reason would I have not to hate that loathsome Nosferatu scoundrel? Bloody Nosferatu. They're so unclean.
What has brought your darkness upon him?
He meddles in my affairs. He's a bad influence on my sister, and she on him. If you were in my place, would you let him compromise your authority? You most certainly would not. I'd quite like it if I never had to hear that name again.
Please tell the world that all is forgiven.
Why would I do that? Let him think I mean to kill him. That way I don't have to worry about him sabotaging everything. Do you realize how his subterfuge makes me look to the Camarilla?
I'm not politicking bloodsucker. I need to see the worm.
Tongue and his co-conspirators' actions ruined my chance at partnership in a crucial piece of property. I do have several other promising ventures, and one in particular has been, to say the least, an ordeal. I'd be willing to put the word out that my grievances with Tongue have been swept under the rug, but in return, you'll have to help me remove a particularly burdensome spirit from a property I'm looking to invest in.
Speak your quest, Dark One.
Rumor is that a personal item of a ghost may be used to draw it out or excise it from its haunt. While I don't put a lot of stock in hearsay, it's my last option. So I want you to go to the Ocean House Hotel, find an item of the spirits, and bring it back.
If you will give word to the worm that he is not wanted, I will go.
Oh, I fully intend to do so. You'll find that dealing with me on the whole is appreciably more predictable than dealing with some of the egomaniacs that are my peers. So long as our business doesn't go sour, my word is gold.
Then I am off to the House of the Ocean.
Before I forget, take this. The only way to reach the Ocean House this time of night is through a tunnel in the sewers. You'll need that key to open the gate for that tunnel.
I will do what needs to be done, Dark One.
If you'll excuse me, I've got situations to set straight.
Then I am off to the House of the Ocean. Bajamos de nuevo. Salimos de la zona peligrosa de copyright. Y vamos directos al hotel. Y creo que la fase del hotel ya será lo que finiquite el día de hoy. Necesito una boca de alcantarilla. ¿Dónde estoy yo? Ok. Un paseo por las alcantarillas que siempre viene bien. Refrescante, cuanto menos. Hemos llegado al hotel. ¿Se ha movido Sol? Susto. Hostia. Estaba por ahí el señor chungo. Au. Au. La primera vez que juegas esta fase es una sensación súper tensa. ¡Hey! Periódico. Family missing. Fire department searches Ocean House for remains. He wants to kill you. Grand opening. Santa Monica celebrates the new Ocean House Hotel. ¡Ah! Seguir al fantasma. Pasamos por aquí. Hotel Hell. Child severed head found in hotel laundry room. Oh God. La llave. La sala de la caldera. Oh no. Oh. No está. Salimos de aquí, salimos de aquí, salimos de aquí. Au, 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 au. Fuck. Uf, autoguardado. ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde? ¡Hostia puta!
It's the hops, bro.
¡Ah! Totalmente. Me mandó a la chingada. ¿Has perdido mucho progreso? Nah. Tenemos que ir al hotel. El hotel realmente es una fase súper fácil. Lo que pasa es que, claro, la primera vez que juegas, un poco te la quieres tomar con calma, ¿no? Y disfrutarla. Y estás acojonado porque no sabes lo que viene, pero... Y lo has jugado 40 veces, ya el hotel pierde un poco de... ¡Ah! ¡Abrime la puerta! ¡Abrime la puerta! Que sí, pesado. Ese periódico sí tienes que leerlo. Porque es lo que te abre. Me cago en... la sala de la lavadora. Give me the key. Gracias. Hola señor, buenas tardes. Aquí una guardadita guapa. Ya está. Hemos salido de ahí. Tuve muy mala suerte con todo medio. Au. Oh. No, aquí no aparece el señor. Ok. Se escucha como... Dios. Sí, se escucha justo aquí. Sonidos de puta tensión. No quiero coger el teléfono, gracias. Ow. Another body. Police say second child was chopped up like firewood. Uy. El dibujo del pequeño Timmy. El hotel. Hola, aquí, ¿qué tal? Sí, el hotel. Creo que nos da tiempo de terminar el hotel hoy antes de cerrar. El pequeño Timmy no quería su papi. Ah. Get out. No sin la llave, gracias. Puto Timmy. No, es por aquí. Murder suicide. Ocean House killer possibly responsible for Inferno. Vámonos. Montacargas de la cocina. ¿Dónde está el diario? This is a charred remains of what looks like a diary. Just right here at the Ocean House. We have a week-long holiday here in Santa Monica, and Ed has booked us a room for the hotel grand's opening. It is a wonderful place, almost magical. The children here have been swimming all afternoon. The first 2 days have been almost perfect, except that Ed can't seem to stop asking about the locket I received from my mother. He seems to think it was sent to me by some other admirer. Ed can be sweet, but sometimes his jealousy can get the better of him. Hopefully, he'll feel better by tomorrow. Sun is out today, not a cloud in the sky. Ed seems a little on edge. Keeps guessing as to who my new boyfriend is. Silly Ed. There was a picnic for the hotel guests this morning. Quite a grand affair. Ed is in a dark mood. I don't know what I can do to reassure him that he is my one and only love. The only time he seems to brighten up was when he was speaking to the groundskeeper. Boys and their tools. We only have 2 days left, and thank God we're finally going home. Ed won't speak to me or the children, and I've found him more than once in the bathroom holding the locket and staring at it. I'm afraid he's suffered some sort of breakdown. I've told him we can go home, but he just shakes his head. He won't look at me. I just want to go home. Ed left us early this morning, and I haven't seen him since. If I haven't seen him in another hour, I'm going to call the hotel manager. Against my better wishes, Ed Jr. went to look for him downstairs in the basement. I'm going to send Tiffany down to fetch him if... Wait, someone is knocking at the door. Oh my God, Ed's covered in blood, coming to kill me. Locked myself in the bathroom. He's gone crazy. He keeps shouting, we'll be together forever, and he'll never let me go. Someone please help. The writing trails off the end of the page. She got killed! She needs some milk.
He's coming.
Ah. Ah. Ahí estamos. Gracias por abrirme la puerta. Hay que esperar a que te abran la puerta las cacerolas. Si no, no puedes abrirla de ninguna manera. Bueno, que había un hacha en la parte de aquí, pero eso creo que la quitaron. No. Ahí. Ya no está. Ah, mírala ahí. Hemos llegado aquí arriba. Au. Se cerró sola. ¡Ah! ¡Ah! ¡Puto! Tremendo guarro. ¡Ah! ¡Ah! Gracias. No. Al piso de arriba. Oh. ¿Hay calor ya en este hotel? Yo bueno, por si acaso. Escape de gas. Oh, Dios mío, la ventana. Pendiente. Ah, el colgante realmente, pero. ¡Ah! False friend en toda regla, ¿eh? Ah, muchas gracias. Bajamos a la planta de abajo. Y salimos. Ya está. El hotel ha terminado. La boca de alcantarilla. Y para casa. Era por aquí. Necesitamos un chupito.
I missed you.
Like sanity miss me. Esta pobre mujer viene aquí a ser suqueada involuntariamente todas las noches. Bueno, involuntariamente relativo, ¿no? Pero que ahí hay un poco de agresión. Es un hecho. Ok. Guardamos partida. Jeanette.
How odd. I was just having naughty thoughts about you. You made quite an impression earlier. Did you come up just to cheer lonely little me?
All of my cells are intoxicated with you, White Mistress.
Really? Do I often pogo stick through your thoughts wearing nothing but a smile? Be honest. Or don't.
You haunt my dark dreams, but what deeds I do in your own?
What all swayed kittens do. On hands and knees you lap up the milk of me. And we purr, kitten, like dragonflies buzzing around frog bellies.
Your words make me blood crazy and feverish, lost in a remembered life lust.
So, Therese told me you might be back with something for her. Do you have it with you?
Your sister only receives this treasure.
I'm not just some silly doll, you know. All my life, my sisters made me out to be a joke. She told you I was an embarrassment, didn't she? That I couldn't tie my shoes, let alone hold on to something for her. Is that it?
I seek not to harm your heart. Take this little offering.
It's beautiful. Like a knight in shining armor. Dangling at the end of a noose.
And for the Dark Daughter, she promised to pardon the worm in exchange.
Oh, did she now? I spend a few nights with Bertram and all of a sudden he's the pox of Santa Monica. Paranoia and Therese have been bedfellows for longer than I can remember. Indulge my curiosity. What did you really think of Therese?
Es que no quiero cagarla aquí porque pasan cosas después y no recuerdo cuál era la... Sobre todo porque las frases están cambiadas, no recuerdo cuál era la correcta. Creo que había que darle a ella el colgante, eso estoy seguro. She's beautiful like an edge of a knife. No, now the worm.
I wish I could do something about it, but Bertram won't believe it's off until he hears Therese say it's off. And as I told you, I'm really not sure where Therese is. However...
Yes, White Mistress?
Do you know Gallery Noir down the street? I happen to know there's a charity event being organized there. Lots of influential Santa Monicans slithering in for token appearances. But there's one thing they don't know. The whole event's been set up by a kindred trying to establish their own power clique in our city. And we can't let that happen, can we? So I need some brilliant young upstart to spoil the milk.
But you would face the flame of at noontime.
I promise this won't take long. Take this knife. Give the paintings in the gallery a good slashing. Don't get caught, and don't turn it into a massacre. And steal the charity box, would you? Buy yourself something velvet.
I don't steal the offerings of innocence.
It's not what you think. Every pretty penny dropped in that box is going right into some other kindred's purse. You'd be crooking from a dirty steal.
I will slash the canvas, but steal no green.
I'm sure Therese will be thrilled to honor your agreement when you get back. But in the meantime, get to the museum and ruin those paintings. Then pay me a visit. I want to hear all about it. Hurry up. I can only amuse myself for so long.
No canvas will escape my
There
blade.
was something about the paintings. What was it? I can't remember. Oh well, have fun, Duckling.
We will. Puede que la haya cagado con respecto a lo que hay que hacer con ella, pero francamente no lo recuerdo. Ya se irá viendo, supongo. Necesitamos ir a la galería, que está por aquí cerca. Ya que estamos, a lo mejor ya vamos directos a terminar el evento con Tenéis y Janet, que no queda muy lejos. ¡Ah! Persona que pasa de un lado a otro, todo glitcheado.
Hey, hold on a minute there. I'm afraid you are committing a 351. That's trespassing on private property. I'm gonna have to ask that you vacate the premises immediately, or I'm afraid I'll be forced to radio this in.
Come on, let's have some fun. Why don't you put me in those handcuffs?
Well, Missy, that's just a natural response that people have to someone in my kind of position. The risk, the prestige, the authority. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it.
Yes. These words make me feel alive.
Yeah, you know, you'd be surprised how often I hear that in this line of work. It's a uniform, you know. Women just can't get over the uniform.
The chocolate stains are like medals of honor.
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, if I continue to engage you in conversation, it's a violation of Code 613.
I'll be your donut shop. Whisper your order in my ear. Ligando con Chuck, como tiene que ser. Ahora está acá. Y con la misma cogemos la llave y entramos aquí. My body is ready. Francamente no sé si my body is ready, la verdad, pero bueno. Ese es el dinero. Y tenemos cuatro pinturas que son la historia de Caín. Y el orden es: Caín mata a Abel, Caín lo condena a Dios, Caín conoce a Lilith, Caín manda a tomar por culo a Lilith. No sé cómo el espectro de sangre. No debería afectarle histeria a este señor, pero no me voy a quejar. Está esto un bloqueado y así se tiene que mantener. ¡Hala! ¿La luz esa era para algo? Ah, que a lo mejor te spoileaba algo de los cuadros, o cómo va la movida. No sé. No entiendo por qué está la luz esa. Vamos a hablar con Janet Teris. Era la caja de donaciones. Si lo coges, te baja la humanidad. Pero gracias a Aquí. Thank you.
Hey, you. I love.
Te avisa de que brilla porque tengo suficiente investigación como para que me lo marque brillando, por si no lo veo. Que investigación en este juego realmente no es necesaria, porque si te sabes dónde están las cosas no tienes ningún problema. Pero es una ayuda visual, básicamente.
You. What were you thinking?
How
could you give her that item from the hotel? Do you know what she did with it?
Jiggy.
She threw it into the Pacific. Do you know what this means? It means that I can't get rid of the spirit now, which means that property is useless to me. And to make matters worse, someone's just gone and ruined my event at the gallery.
Finger chips and fuzzy dice.
Shut up! I thought I could control my sister as long as Tongue was out of the picture, but nothing's changed. Because of them, I'm in a worse position than I was before. The Ocean House is worthless. So our business is forfeit. The feud is on.
Let us talk a sequel, Stark One. Let business be our sweet nothings.
I made some threats against my sister. Idle threats, involving fire and her impious satin sheets. She took them quite seriously, and is avoiding me. I want to meet with her, and explain that they were said in the heat of the moment. I asked her to meet me at the Surfside Diner, to reconcile, but I'm busy with the club and my other endeavors. I'd like you to go to the diner and promise her that I don't plan to take any action against her. Wait for her in the back booth, near the phones.
This is more convoluted than my psyche. I will find her, and then we will finish this.
I want to see my sister. Yes, I'll call it off once I've spoken with her myself. Just do what I ask.
Done and done. Push the button. Señor, por favor, quítese. Gracias. Esquivando el copyright como puede uno, ¿eh? Matones. ¡Ah! Mis manos. ¡Hala! Limpísimo. No podía haber ido más limpio y escopeta para nosotros. Hostia. Yes?
It was a setup. Listen, I know we've had our differences, but you have to trust me. Therese tried to have you killed. I had to lock myself in the bathroom because now she's got a gun and... Please, you have to help me!
Patient white mistress, tell me what troubles you.
Therese knew it was you at the gallery all along. She set you up and... Did you hear that? She's crazy. She paid those thieves for a hit. She'll kill anyone who gets in the way of her becoming the top dog of Santa Monica.
I will come to right this wrong.
Hurry! I don't know how much longer I have.
Here I come to save the day. ¿No podemos salir de aquí a través de las alcantarillas? Vale. Aquí la culpa a mí no fue mía, hombre. Me atacaron a ellos. Pues nada. A huir. ¡Au! Debería en algún momento calmarse lo de arriba. Police hunting. Ahí está. Cero problemas. Ya no hay policía. Por cierto, usar ofuscación es vulnera la mascarada porque nunca lo he... You may only enable obfuscate if no one can see you. Ok. Es decir, actualmente hay alguien que te esté viendo. Yep. Bueno, está fallando porque yo estaba corriendo igualmente. Pues vamos a ver si lo mío funciona. Si he hecho las cosas bien. Hay playthroughs que van bien y playthroughs que no. Therese. What?
You stay out of this. To think anyone would risk their life for this filthy, tainted waste of blood. This will just make it easier to kill both of you. Help! Save me and I'll help you find Bertram. I swear! Shut up, Jeanette. I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you, but you couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me. I wasn't sticking my fingers in anyone's pie, dear sister. Of course you weren't. Just like you weren't working with him. Is it any different than the way you treated Father? Father? Oh, Therese. You poor deluded dear. I treated Father exactly the way he deserved to be treated. And he treated you like a... You don't say a word about Father. Your heart still belongs to Daddy after all these years, eh, sister? At least he loved me. You take that back, you bitch! You never gave me any credit for anything, Therese. I was the one calling the shots. Bertram was dancing on my leash. How does it feel to know that I beat you?
A strange fate twist befall us.
Isn't it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. Do you realize that despite her condition, she still fornicates with Kine, no less? So despicable. So unclean. You're one to talk, dear sister. Or should I say Daddy's little girl? Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be? Shut up, Jeanette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he... Don't finish that sentence, or you're dead!
Let's continue, Ivory Goddess.
Had his way with you, and he didn't have to force you. You went limp and became his plaything. Do you think I didn't hear it? Night after night? Always the obedient daughter, until... Shut up! Just shut up!
Stop it, Ivory Princess.
That's right, Jeanette. No one wants to hear your lies. I was the good girl. You were the wicked one. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you. And this is how you repay me. Taken care of me. You've done nothing but keep me down. Blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise. Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember? They tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life and brought you into it so that we could stay together. Obviously, you've forgotten.
Does the dark daughter speak truth, White Mistress?
She's a control freak. People, things, emotions. If she can't control something, she gets rid of it. And you're a wild animal. You'll rub up against anything that'll take you in for the night. Then when you're stuffed and bored, you bite the hand that fed you.
Yes, the Dark One called down the Reaper on me.
Therese'll never let you live. You've disappointed her. I used you, yes, but I didn't try to have you killed. Therese has no problem with killing, do you? Remember Father? Father loved me. I was a good girl. I always did what I was told. You always hated that he loved me. You disobeyed him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him.
What of Janice, White Mistress?
Father came home drunk one day and mistook me for Therese. Because I'd fallen asleep in her bed. Don't listen to her. She's lying. Therese walked in while he was there, and she saw me lying with him, and so she went to the closet and pulled out his hunting shotgun, loaded it with deer shot, and blew his mind out all over the silly clown wallpaper. That's a lie. Father killed himself because of Jeanette. She made him miserable. As I recall, he died with a smile on his face.
A dark deed for the Dark Daughter, not to be believed. Creo que a lo mejor no tengo persuasión suficiente. O la cagué en algún punto. I don't believe your hollow words, White Daughter.
As you shouldn't. I'm afraid, sister, I must write your ending in this family saga. And I want you to know I do so with great anguish and disappointment. I had such hopes that you'd change for the better with my guidance. But so, sweet sister, is this how it has to end? I admit I always knew this night might come. Well, any message you want me to give Father? An apology? A love letter?
Give me the boomstick. No. Aquí no sé si es que la habré cagado en algún punto de la conversación de la misión. Probablemente a lo mejor con el tema de darle el pendiente. Pero es que recuerdo que una de las... No sé, puede ser. Voy a intentar a lo mejor subirme un punto más en carisma. Pero en principio creo que esto está fallado. Si no, consola. No tengo problema con la consola.
You stay out of this. Help! Shut
Blah,
up!
blah,
There was
blah, blah,
of course.
blah,
Is it
blah,
any
blah.
different than the Father? You don't say a... Your heart's... At least you take... You never gave...
A strange fate twist
Isn't
befall
it?
us.
You're one to talk. Shut. You don't... Had his way... Shut up. That's right, Jen. Taken... Is that right? She's a control freak, and you're a... As I said, to trust Jeanette is to trust a... Therese'll never... Father loved... I was always good to Father, but Jeanette made him miserable. Over the years, it killed him. He was all... As I recall. The police sure did. They broke us up for a little while. Enough! So sweet.
Vale. Eso se puede solucionar. No hay tanto problema. Hay un comando de consola que te deja cambiar, alterar la afinidad de... A ver... Está dando error el ratón. Porque está la pantalla cargando. Ok. Vaya. Poeta. técnicamente con este pequeño comando. Y... Supuestamente... ¿Estamos seguros de que solamente es eso? Porque creo que esto a veces te lo chiva. Te chiva el comando o cómo lo estás creando. Pero, va. Vamos a asumir que sí. Venga. Haciendo trampas. No sé en qué momento la cagué, pero bueno.
Don't listen to her. Shut up, Jeanette! I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you, but you couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me. I wasn't sticking my fingers in anyone's pie. Of course. Is it any different, Father? You don't. Your heart, at least. You never gave me a...
From where is this hateful quarrel?
Isn't it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. Do you realize that despite her condition, you're one to talk, dear sister? Shut up. You'd love the world to don't...
Both sides need to cease this conflict.
Don't you want to hear what happened? How she became the pillar of the community she is today? Shut up. Just shut up!
Become mute, both mouths. Cease this quarrel.
Don't try and stop me. I've had to overlook her treachery, her seduction, relations with my enemies, and the consequences of it. But I won't endure her any longer. Endure me? Dear sister, you've done everything you could to smother me. You love to bury me in your closet, along with all your other skeletons. I'm the good girl. You're the wicked one. You've done nothing but plot against me, when I had our best interests at heart. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you. And this is how you repay me? Taken care of me. You've done nothing but keep me down, blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise. Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember? They tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life and brought you into it so that we could stay together. Obviously, you've forgotten.
You must both learn to live in the same skin.
She's a control freak. People, things, emotions. If she can't control something, she gets rid of it. And you're a wild animal. You'll rub up against anything that'll take you in for the night. Then when you're stuffed and bored, you bite the hand that fed you.
If you could learn to join hands, think of the strength you command.
I don't think that's possible. How could I ever think to trust her again? Trust me? Who could trust you after what happened with Father Dearest? Father loved me. I was a good girl. I always did what I was told. You always hated that he loved me. You disobeyed him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him.
The past is a worn garment. Dispose of it.
Father came home drunk one day and mistook me for Therese. Because I'd fallen asleep in her bed. Don't listen to her. She's lying. Therese walked in while he was there, and she saw me lying with him, and so she went to the closet and pulled out his hunting shotgun, loaded it with deer shot, and blew his mind out all over the silly clown wallpaper. That's a lie. Father killed himself because of Jeanette. She made him miserable. As I recall, he died with a smile on his face.
History's shadows need not fall on you both.
Why? How will this time be any different?
Working together and your power will more than double.
Therese doesn't like to share. Jeanette's irresponsible. She's undependable. A venture like mine requires class and distinction, which is something a pigtailed, face-painting harlot does not lend very well. You do have a way with words, sister. You're right. I'm not in the same class, am I? I mean, murderers are so respectful these days.
Dark One, let the light carry more of the burden.
More responsibility? So that she can ruin every opportunity I give her? Of course. You're the only one who can secure zoning permits and shake hands. I'd never be able to keep up.
Wait, Mistress. White Mistress, stand not in the way of the Dark One's plan.
But I only do it for attention and out of love. You do it because you're vindictive and jealous, and you deserve it.
Run this house as a family, and you both may and live another day.
If she would stop treating me like a child, if she would start behaving like a rational adult.
Was there never a time when you look at each other in the eye?
Yes, there was a time. When I was a child, I didn't have many friends. I suppose Jeanette was the only one. We never did get to go out of the house much. Father wouldn't allow us. He said we'd get hurt, so we stayed inside and we imagined our own worlds. And we spent so much time there together, ruling over those places. Those were happier times, before we grew apart.
You don't really wish to become an only child?
I never did. No, I guess I don't. Jeanette, if I were to offer you equal control in Santa Monica, would you quit consorting with Tongue? I'll stop working against you with him. But since I've got him in my pocket already, there's no reason for me not to pay him a little visit once in a while, when he can be of use. That's not a bad plan. There's just one more thing. I want to be in charge of Santa Monica, but only publicly. I want you to continue to convince others that our relations are strained. That way, we know who our enemies are. I agree.
Give me boomstick, Dark One.
Take it. I'd hate to look at it again and think of what almost transpired. I suppose now that Jeanette and I have settled our differences, I'll call off the feud with Tongue. Bertram's hiding in an empty oil tank at the old gas station. I'll tell him to expect a visitor, and I'll ask him to be extra nice.
We share the same sweetness, madness, daughters of Janus. Farewell.
Please give Santa Monica's regards to the prince, and keep your tongue tied about what happened tonight, or we'll have to kill you.
Un desprecio, además. Bueno, señores, yo creo que lo voy dejando por aquí hoy. Hemos hecho un buen avance terminando casi todo Santa Mónica. Ya va quedando poquito para llegar al segundo gran mapa del juego. Nos vemos mañana para más contenido. Descansen mucho. Grey, Aquí, gracias por pasarse. Day, que también se pasó por aquí un poquito antes. Pasen buena noche. Disfruten mucho. Descansen. Buenas noches. Bye bye.